All right, Nick. Here we go. 162. And every single time we overreact, or perhaps there are times throughout the year where people just tell us it's one of 162. Quit worrying about it. It's just a game in the middle of July. I'm always going to point back to this time right now. And to be honest, Nick, there are thousands of moments, it seems like, this year we could point back on. But you know what? It all doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what's in front of us. I'm going to openly apologize for the first inning here. I'm going to try to make sure that we can get the score bugs in there and looking relatively nice. So I'm probably going to be doing some things behind the scenes. Obviously going to be paying attention to the game, but it will get much better on my end here as we progress through after the first inning.
All right, sounds good. I got both games up right here. My head will be a little turned. I can't really figure out a good way without, blowing everything up here. So
We'll
you might
have
get
to get
see my
synced up.
best side.
That's the only thing I can think
here.
of. We'll get synced up here. I've seen the 1-2 foul off by Friedel. Hopefully that's not 2 pitches ago.
I'm on a 2-2.
Okay. Yeah, I have not seen the ball then yet.
All right, I did get a pitch clock here. I'm gonna pause it. I'm paused on 4 on the 2-2, so you should see a ball to Friedel.
Yep, ball low. All right.
Okay, and your pitch clock's gonna come in about 8 seconds.
8 seconds. All right. And I'll start counting immediately as soon as I see the pitch clock. I'm at 2-2 pitch clock. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Bang.
3.
Pitch swing.
Pop.
Yep.
And it looks like it's going to be an out.
All right, we do have Yuri Perez got both of his first 2 batters out in Miami.
All right.
So good start there as well. Means just as much.
It does. It's a weird thing. It really does. It means just as much. I mean, might as well be a Marlins fan.
You don't get a bonus if you win in the Mets win. You don't get a bonus.
No.
You go to the same place.
Exactly.
Same result.
If you told me that the Marlins are going to win 1-0 right now and that the Reds would lose 20-0, I would take it.
Yeah.
That's cool. It doesn't matter to me. All right, let's start working on some things behind the scenes, folks. As I do that, I apologize, but as I said before, I'm going to try to get some stuff up here to kind of let everybody know where we stand and what's going on throughout the world of what is.
Well, both scores are 0-0 in case you're you need track. Yeah. It's a good time to be figuring it out. There's not a whole lot of scoring yet.
No, not even close.
All right. We got a 1-2 count to Pete Alonso. I'm assuming people might want more like updates on that than the Reds. I assume a lot of people are watching the Reds and us. So I'll do that. If that's really brutal and you're sick of it, just let me know in the chat and I won't do anything about it, but let me know anyways.
Yeah, let me know if it's bothering you, but sorry, we're not. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh.
All right, let's see here.
How about this weird situation going on with the Guardians and Tigers? So they're both in the playoffs, but they're playing to see which one of them hosts the other one starting on Tuesday. And neither one of them are throwing out like their best pitchers. But they're playing for home field advantage, and they both celebrated last night. Very interesting situation. This, I will say though, like in terms of like getting a pitcher's pitch count up, there's never been a game more important than this. There we go, Gav. We got basic Gavin Lux. There's never been a game more important than getting a pitcher's pitch count up because he's on a strict limit. They're not like pushing him. I don't think they said what it was. Maybe 75 is that magic number.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I would say more than anything, it definitely comes down to a combination between stress and pitch count for sure.
I'm sure.
You're not going to throw 75 pitches if you're struggling through three or 4 innings, obviously.
Big hit for Gavin Lux. He was 0 for 10 in his career against Freddy Peralta, so now 1 for 11.
Also, I'm going to apologize to folks. This might just be like completely ugly at the beginning of this whole thing, but I promise I will get it squared away.
There we go. There we go.
Get that there, and then we'll try to move that.
Pull up the chat here. I'm going to hide him as the game goes on. Is there anything else that anyone's playing for other than the Guardians Tigers today? Anyone know? Chat? We got a super chat already. Noah Downing, my guy. The final countdown. Now or never. Also, love you, Nick Kirby. Don't let Matt come between us.
Yeah, listen.
Well, that looks good. That looks good on there. Just got to move our heads up a little bit.
Yeah, there. I'm gonna move us up. It's a process, folks. Some are saying that this could have already been. He hit that ball hard, just foul. Some are saying that we could have done this beforehand. I thought that was going to be the case, but the reality is that the way that this is formatted, it wasn't showing the way that it was formatted until the first pitch. So then now you got to do it on the back end. So it is what it is.
Apparently, I got a shout out from Sadek. I'm listening to the radio broadcast.
Well, there you go.
I love Sadek. Chris Walsh is just my guy. Like I have an investment with him. We did get out of the inning in Miami. Yuri Perez, 1-2-3 first inning.
Okay.
So now the Fish are taking some hacks against Sean Manaea. Sadek is great, though. He is a genuinely great dude. Like, it's not some phony thing. Like, he is very genuine with everyone that he meets, and a very, very, very good dude. So shout out John Sadek. Everyone, honestly, in the Reds TV and radio that I've had the pleasure of meeting is genuine people, and glad they represent our club. All right. At least they made him work. We need a Peralta pitch count tracker.
Yeah. How quickly can we get this guy out of here? He's looking good. He's looking good. Milwaukee, let's move him on. He's ready for the postseason.
All right, Sean Manaea struck out the first batter in Miami.
All right. Let's see.
No spoilers.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, if we're spoiling things,
Alex, I think
we're way behind everyone else. So,
Alex, what are we supposed to do here, brother?
Yeah. In fact, if we're spoiling you, I got a very, very good tip for you. Pause us. Wait until we get on track with you, and then hit play again. That would be the way to do it. If you're talking about the chat, then
maybe it's the chat. Yeah.
Good luck negotiating the world of the internet.
You're only gonna make it worse by telling them not to do something.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's not. It is what it is. Dealing with the internet's not the most convenient thing to try to do. All right, off to the Mets.
Swing and drive. We gotta fly out.
How did you find this? By the way, like this random.
I was just
what a great.
I was just searching. I was searching for score bugs for when I did the shows on StreamYard. I wanted something that I thought looked pretty clean.
Yep.
And I thought that was the best. Shout out to Canada.
Yeah. Who knows?
Canada knows score bugs.
Yeah. They know how to do it. Doing it big time. Let's see.
Alex is saying that might be limited to 50 pitches.
50's even better.
That sounds fantastic to me. Now they are apparently I didn't know this. Shout out to Charlie Goldsmith, the guy. It's like 2:00 in the morning. I'm just finishing editing some stuff up, and Charlie posts like a 5,000 word post on Twitter. Just look incredible nuggets about this game today. And I guess DL Hall, their lefty, is gonna pitch. Coming off the IL. He's like going to be some sort of like bulk type pitcher. So that also kind of made the lineup a little bit more interesting because he is a lefty. Oh, Singer hits Yelich.
0-2 count.
Sheesh. Cowboy said 45. All right. Is
this wishful thinking by a bunch of Reds fans?
I don't know.
Is this real? Is this somebody in the Brewers clubhouse saying, "Hey, you guys really want to screw with these guys? Watch this." Tell them it's gonna throw 40 pitches.
Well, we're already through one in Miami. Both pitchers go 1, 2, 3. So we might get in a situation where that game goes quicker, especially considering the Brewers are throwing 100 pitchers out here today. This game may be the game that takes a little longer. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. That's the truth. All right.
Jackson Chourio got a brother who's the Guardians' number 5 prospect.
Has Singer thrown in any, like, I mean, I just don't know enough about him, but is he thrown in any?
He was not in
games
the
or-
he was so last year I know this, I looked this up before. He did not make the Royals postseason rotation. Now they have a really good rotation and they only needed 3 guys.
Right.
He only faced one batter in the postseason last year, struck out that batter. That batter was Aaron Judge.
Okay. That's good. So
But he struggled. He struggled, I believe, down the stretch in Kansas City last year, which has been the exact opposite here. He's been the best version of himself down the stretch.
All right, come on. Give me a double play.
You don't play on this guy. You're doing something really good.
Yeah, or bad. He hits the ball so hard right at somebody and he gets on.
That's true. That's true.
One of
That's
two
true.
things. Yeah.
Ooh, I got a random thought. What if you did the other one on top of us and we're in the middle?
Possibly. We can try that. We'll try it in real time. Why not? We'll do it live. It's an all-time internet clip.
You don't have to even adjust us.
That's right. I'll we'll try that first. I have it ready to go now. So now I just need to add it into the layers into the broadcast. So let's give this a shot. All right, folks.
I think I said Yuri Perez earlier, but it's Edward Cabrera. Yuri Perez pitched yesterday for the Marlins. We did get a strikeout. There we go. Oh, nice catch in Miami. Jeff McNeil gave a ball a ride. Just allowed out.
Hate to see it.
First out in the top of the second.
It's going to be a unique. Actually, I'm going to trim that up just a little bit. Let's see here.
This guy, Brice Turang, had the same Elly type season. He stole like 50-something bases last year, only has 25 this year. Has a lot more plate appearances. Good pitch. Good pitch. Oh.
Almost.
There you go. There you go, Brady.
For now, we'll do that. We'll see if that works for a minute. I'm going to try to trim that up a little bit on the top of our heads.
Okay.
We're getting there. It's not terrible. Some are saying it's kind of like our lineup. It's not the worst. Some are saying not the best. I'd just be right in the middle.
Yeah, it's fine. It gets the job done. You can see, you can easily see our faces. You can easily see the score. What else do you need in life?
Yeah.
I'm trying to move my camera back a little bit so my head's not as big. There we go.
Hey, you look great. I got to frame myself up. I think if I trim the top one up just a fraction, it's going to be perfect. That's what some are saying. Maybe go to the left a little bit with the Reds guy. You know, just small tinkering.
You got a runner on base in Miami. Jake Bauers, former Reds spring training guy, There you go.
All right.
All right, Brady. Let's lock it in. Ooh. All right, 2 outs in Miami. Runner on second. Francisco Alvarez at the plate. All right, here we go. All right. Marlins get through the top of the second. I don't know how you feel. I know you're not as sicko as me with this. I feel like I'm more nervous, especially like these last week, watching the Mets opponents. Maybe it's because like I don't really know them. Like I know what to expect with like the Reds and their players, and who will.
Yeah.
Like with that, I just have like no idea a lot of times.
I think that really it's been a situation where we're getting there. We're getting there.
We're cooking with gas, brother.
We're getting ready to cook with a lot of gas in a second. I think what happens is that you realize that these teams that the Mets are playing are not supposed to win. You just know in your heart that the Nationals are not supposed to be beating the Mets, and they have a chance to beat them. And it's like they're right there at the cusp of being able to get it done. And in my opinion, I'm just sitting there hoping they don't blow it. You know what I'm saying? And then versus when I watch the Reds, it's like there's a comfortability of believing that they should win because they,
that boy steer this. Yes,
you like to think that your team's a good team. I don't know if that's the right way to look at it, but that's how I look at it.
Do we have a line on the Marlins game? I've literally been running around all day.
-140, and I'll openly say, for the betterment of how I know that it usually goes for me, I did put about $125 wager on the parlay that it would take for the Reds not to make the postseason, with the intent and the full purpose of losing that $125 on purpose. So I think it was like plus 235, I think, Nick, something like that. It was, so you like to think that your odds are ideal, not perfect, but ideal. I'm sure some people are just
we went
waking
for
up
about
right now. Go ahead.
Went from a 1.3% playoff chance to whatever the opposite of plus 223 is. What is that? Minus?
It's probably like minus
90. Yeah.
But what I was thinking is that we went from a 1% chance to make the playoffs to a 1% chance to win the World Series, Nick. Some are saying.
Oh, it only goes up if you survive today. I mean, it might be 1.5 tomorrow morning.
That's what I'm saying, man. If you can get me to a point where I see that 1% cashes in one time, you never know.
I wonder how high the odds would go if like you just won game 1 against the Dodgers. Like,
oh, dude, it would skyrocket. I mean, it would skyrocket. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I said if.
All right, and then I think that just needs
to be. Oh God, those are some high plus numbers to hit a home run. Definitely did not go with the home run hitting lineup today.
Yeah. No. Okay.
The guy with the best odds is at 2 in the last 2 months.
All right, I think we found our groove here a little bit. Let's see one more tactic that I want to try to implement, and I think it's not perfect, but it's pretty solid. Some are saying.
Ooh, Cleveland up 2-0. The Tigers collapse. Sorry, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Good take. Good take. Get up, get
Go.
up, get up.
Go. Go. Yes. Yes. Some are saying that's clutch. Some are saying that's clutch.
Surely we can't hit another home run, Trace. No
way.
chance.
No way.
No chance.
No way. That's the only one you get. Golly. Yes. Come on.
Ned Flanders, don't let Elly get hot.
Oh, did you see Terry do the dab there? Shout out to Terry.
Oh, nice. This is also the first game in a long time that I don't have a kid napping. So you might get the full Nick Kirby Unleashed here.
Oh, at first I
We
was
got
like,
we got a base
what are you
runner.
talking
We got a
about?
base runner in Miami.
I know we got a guy
runner.
on. We got a guy
We got
on
action.
first with one out.
Eric Wagaman at the dish.
What am I doing here? I am testing this out.
Whew.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, who cares about Freddy Peralta's pitch count?
There we go. I like that. Okay, folks, I'm back. I'm here. I also just noticed one thing that I'm going to have to now pay attention to for the rest of the show, and I'm going to let you know now what it is. Nick,
Let's go.
is that our bug is about 10 seconds. 10 seconds. It's right around 10 seconds ahead of us, just so you know. I'm not.
I won't even be looking at that.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm just letting you know. There's a chance that you do have things run. I looked down, and I seen a boom, popped on second base there for us, and sure enough, there goes Steer ripping a double down the line. Monster blast by Elly, and now Spencer Steer ropes a ball down the line, and we find ourselves in a position where the three guys are coming up to the plate that nobody obviously was happy about when the lineup card came out, because that's just what Twitter does. But they have a chance here to execute. We'll see if they can do it. Those 94 four-seamers right down the middle are usually the ones you'd like to hit. But all right, come on, Brian. Let's get him over and get him in, as they say in the business, Nick. That's what we say in our clubhouse, at least.
Good take. Good take.
That's a good take. All right, I've got to find a way to get this MLB.com. I got to find this Mets game real fast just so I can have it up. Wait, I thought they were all free today. No.
Wow, look at that. Look at that umpire. Oh, get up. Oh. We had a stolen base in Miami. Alvarez threw the ball in the outfield, but the Marlins runner wasn't paying attention and could have made it to third.
Nice. Get there. Yeah, you just can't get there on that.
That was a good decision. That was a good decision.
Yeah, that wasn't going to work. All right. I'm sure they're going to tell us that it was the right idea. I mean, they're going to tell us it was the right idea. If it makes you feel
You certainly don't want to try to get a hit in that spot. I mean, you just want to move the guy over.
Right. That's it. Oh my God. It stole the words right out of my mouth.
Definitely don't want to hit a home run. I mean, that would be a disaster. All right, Jose.
I hope he makes us all eat our words. I mean, these next two guys have a chance to do such a thing. You know, you talk about standing too far off the plate, Nick. I felt this way for like a week and a half with this guy. Like, he can't hit that pitch. And if they don't call it, I appreciate it. but he can't reach that. I don't know why he's so far off the plate, dude. I don't understand.
Jose, what are we doing?
Come on, bro. Ball's not even close.
Pitch almost hit him.
I mean, not even remotely close, dude.
All right. Marlins got players I have never heard of in the lineup today.
I'm gonna have to get a login. I didn't realize that. Or I'm gonna need one of your links, Nick. That's probably what I need. Just send me a link. After the inning's over.
Yeah, I can try to think if I have
Oh my gosh, he's throwing very hittable pitches. Trevino's bat looks like it's like 27 inches long. It's just not going to get it done, and we're running into outs. He's safe? Is he safe? Is he? I got to see it. I'm not going to get excited, Nick. I got to see it. That was kind of a really risky play right there from them.
I don't know how much I hate that. That was the second out.
Well, you just don't want to take yourself out of scoring position. He might be safe. Might be safe here. Oh, I think he got him.
Stands. Give me the stands.
Yeah, I need the stands call, but I think he got him in real time. Well, you can't see based off that angle because Peralta's in the way. Are they challenging it? I don't have the.
They are
okay.
challenging.
I don't have the volume on, so I don't. I'm gonna need some more angles out of my FanDuel Sports Network crew here. This is the one I need. Stop the replay so we can see it.
The Mets have already pulled Manaea. 2 runners on base, bottom second, nothing. They have pulled their starter. You can't tell me there's irrefutable evidence otherwise.
Based off what I've seen, I agree. I think you got to call stands because you can't really tell from the backside when he touches him. And his hand's on the bag when it looks like he touches him. I mean,
that is a letter of the law. Call stands.
It's the letter of the law. Call does stand. New York, you know what to do. I've seen you do it.
What?
I need better replays. I need better replays. There's no way that New York has to have something, Nick, that we don't see. They have to have it. And at some point, can't we just go into the booth of New York and listen to them talk about it and see what they're seeing? Because God, now you got Trevino on first base. It's going to take a home run to get him to score.
Brazoban in for the New York Mets.
I think we're about it. The same chance the Reds have at winning the World Series is the same chance of Matt hitting this home run right here, which is roughly about 1%.
Freddy Peralta probably not his ideal matchup.
Wow. Anybody in the major leagues this year has been not his ideal matchup, Nick. I'm doing everything I can to talk as much smoke as possible so this thing comes back and bite me right in the butt. By really biting me in the butt, it's not going to at all. It's going to make my favorite team win the game.
Yeah, the Mets got out of it. Interesting thing with them pulling their starters so early is I think the Marlins have a pretty platoon heavy lineup that was in there for a lefty.
Yeah,
That now if the Mets keep running out right-handed reliever after right-handed reliever, it's going to be tough until they decide to bring in some guys to pinch hit.
For the whole crowd that says that we got to save a bunch of runs defensively, we just lost a run offensively. Just keeping track of these things. All right, and the 1 run's a big run. That was a big run. Got to run.
Miami, what are we running out there, Miami?
I got to figure out a guy. Can you send me that? Send me the link, Nick, that you got. I'll be well behind you, which is fine. I don't care about that. I just want to be able to see the action.
Give me a second here.
Oh my god!
I still don't know how they overturned that though.
I don't know either, but I'm guessing they have another angle, or they had a better look at it than we got from our FanDuel Sports Network crew. That's my best guess. I mean, I'm trying to be nice to New York because I don't want to go over the deep end and then all of a sudden they show some replay on a different network that we didn't see. But I just don't know how that call doesn't stand. I mean, we've watched calls all year long that are even more evident, it seems, than that one stand. And I know I'm very biased. I'm well aware that I have complete rose-colored glasses on for this whole thing. But
DM good for you?
yeah, that's fine. X.
There's some of the ones I had were not doing well, so I'm sending you one that I used yesterday.
Fair enough.
Got the
I'll find it between like the thousands of bots that are in my inbox.
Well, I'd hope that I'm not a bot.
Well, you're not, but I'm saying it should pop up between all the other bots that are in there.
All right, so you gotta scroll down on that one. There's one that looks like it's the video, and it's not. It's a fake ad. It's the one below that.
All right.
I sent you the link directly to the games. You don't even have to find it in the.
That was nice of you. I noticed that.
Try to. Yeah, but the Marlins, they have so their Fangraphs projected lineup. They have their number 4, 5, 6, and 7 hitter and 8 hitters all out of the lineup because they put out a lineup to face Sean Manaea. So now the Mets have a massive advantage, at least platoon-wise, for the rest of the game. Now the Mets,
beautiful.
How many lefties do they have? I know they have Rogers. The Mets only have 2 lefties in the bullpen. They also have David Peterson, so they can do a little bit of manipulating with this. If the Marlins decide to bring in some of their lefties, then they can go back to their lefties. So a little bit of a chess match there.
What if there's a way to mute a tab?
All right, we got the first out in Miami. Marlins on the mound.
Yeah, watching. I'm not there yet, but and like I said before, I'm relatively familiar.
I'm not sinking that one, brother.
Yeah, I might be a couple innings behind. I got some weird like.
You might be way behind on that one.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
There we go.
I'm
there we go. There we go.
I'm 2-2, just swinging a miss. So you're, whatever, 15, 20 seconds ahead.
I just sold the 1-0 to the next guy.
Okay. Well, yeah, 30 seconds. At least I can see it now. That's all that matters. Somehow there's like a. Watch this thing.
Why is Monasterio playing today?
All right. That's got a guy on.
Little ball in the hole. Lindor at the plate.
There's a
Mets stole a base.
All right. I took care of that. I mean, ideally, Singer gets you through 5. Please catch.
Yeah,
him.
I mean, I think 5, unless you feel really comfortable, I think you're probably pulling him pretty much no matter what. I don't even think you're.
Marlins or Mets with the scoring opportunity.
I caught a little bit of the radio, and Tito basically said that Martinez and Pagan were unavailable. I was kind of surprised he put that out there. I just barely caught it as I was like getting set up here. I was really surprised that he said Martinez. I would think Martinez could get pushed again.
Yeah. It's one of those all hands on deck things, but who really do you want to lean on is the question more than who's available.
Two
all
runners
right,
on for the Mets.
Find a way to get back in the count here. Okay. I'm not.
There you go.
There you go. Challenge him. That's good. All right. Second base.
Get it in.
Second
Get it
base.
in. Get it in. All right.
There we go. Nice. He didn't even try to take second base. I thought maybe he would try to force a throw to second to then see if they would.
He's pretty slow.
Yeah, I just thought that maybe he would try to dare him to throw him. It's like you might not want to take the chance of trying to throw him out at second when the guy could take off for home. But he must have just been. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to see on the broadcast where he was at when Welvig got the ball.
All right, well, here we go. 2 runners on in both games.
2 outs. Big spot.
Oh, here we go. Double play fish. Double play. Out of the inning. Juan Soto just grounded into a double play.
We need a big out right here from Brady Singer. Need it. What a huge
Juan Soto's out's just as big.
It is, but maybe not necessarily right this second because we got a 1-0 lead with Yelich up at the plate.
That's true. I mean, I think they should take Yelich out of the game. I mean, Singer is hitting everyone. I mean, you don't want to take any chance. Maybe that was Singer's game plan. He's like, you know what?
Yeah.
You want to play your starters? I'm going to make you think about that.
Let me smoke this guy in the kneecap very first at bat of the game and make him really consider this whole thing.
Franchise record's not worth it.
No.
All right, come on. Make a pitch.
Come on. Good stop by Trevino. I'll take it. Please Please, please, please.
Edward Cabrera, 4 strikeouts through 3 innings. There we go. Let's go.
Bang. Huge, huge, huge.
Within about 30 seconds, we got out of Juan Soto and Christian Yelich with 2 runners on base in each game.
Yeah, no, we did.
Oh. All right, what top of the order for our Reds?
Yeah, yep. 1, 2, 3.
Top of the order for the Reds. We got the number 9 hitter, so we're about to get back to the top of the order for our fish.
Oh, man. All right. I have this weird thing. I probably should have asked this in the chat a long time ago. And I don't know if it's just the app that I watch it in, which I do watch it in the Prime app, to be clear, for the FanDuel Sports Network. But all year long, it's been this weird situation where the audio will be synced up perfectly fine with the game. They'll go to this weird "we'll be right back" FanDuel Sports Network thing. And then all of a sudden, when we come back from break, the audio will be about like 10 seconds ahead of the video, so you can hear them call the play before it actually happens. And it's obviously a technical issue on their end. I don't know. It can't just be me.
We got a super chat. Sorry, I'm gonna leave that up because that won't spoil it. And you know what? If you want to pay to spoil it, go ahead.
No. Let's not tease them. Let's not tease
well, if they want to pay, I mean, you know, we want to pay. Scott, it was a good super chat. Nick, I know you're pro analytics, very anti-bunt. Would you have considered bunting in that situation with Hayes? It's a good question. I mean, so early in the game. I don't know how good of a sack bunter Brian Hayes is.
Well,
that's
you don't
the biggest
have anyone behind
piece
him
of this
that can hit.
But yeah, I mean, the chances of Peralta striking out McLean are pretty high. I mean, Peralta's a strikeout pitcher as well. That also has to kind of get it.
Right? It was.
Oh yeah, it was Trevino.
It was Trevino and then McLean.
And Trevino is more of a put the ball in play guy. Yeah. I'm not. That's way too early for me to be sack bunting.
Yeah, I mean, there's our man, lefty on lefty, TJ Friedl, looking for that bunt hit.
Oh wow, we got 2 innings. We
got 2 innings. Here we go.
Well,
so we're gonna get theoretically, Nick. I would think we're gonna get some innings out of some guys that we'd like to take advantage.
Yes, yeah. I counted 4 very quality relievers that I think the Brewers are gonna want to get into a game. Now they may be like 3 batters, like maybe not even like finish an inning if you know.
If you're the Mets fans right now and you take a peek at this game and you're just like, what in the absolute hell is going on?
Oh!
Go. That's out of here. That's
left
out of
on
here.
Left crime.
Home runs, more of them. I want more of them, Nick. Give them to me all.
Thank you, Tito, for the home run lineup today.
That's right.
Holy smokes. Let's go.
Yeah. Love it. 2 solo guys, but you know what? I'm not complaining. Come on, boys. Come on. Finish. What a swing.
You just something else, Trace, that I saw last night is I saw a Mets fan that's really going through it right now. And he said he claimed that the Brewers were tanking this series because the Mets eliminated them last year.
They just showed the home run on the Mets broadcast. There's a nice little flare. Let's go, boys.
Neither one of our guys hit lefties well. I mean, Marty's been atrocious against lefties this year.
Like the belt.
When's the last time Hall pitched? He's been out for a while. This guy gets hurt a lot. He was part of the return for Corbin Burns.
We wouldn't know anything about left-handed pitchers getting hurt. Gavin Lux right now. I know this sounds crazy, but I wouldn't. I would actually maybe bunt with Gavin Lux right now. Just
Yeah, this is a situation to bump. Is this guy cannot hit a lefty? Well, I mean, surely we can't have 3 straight guys that can't hit a lefty get a hit. This is the first time Hall has pitched since August 15th. Been out with a right oblique strain. I don't even know if he did a rehab because AAA is done.
Damn.
Oh man, almost.
He needed that to go off
All
the
right.
end of the bat, like just another maybe 6 inches, and that thing would have flared right in there too. This is one of those spots where I don't know how Marte's feeling, but if this guy doesn't throw over a whole lot, let's go on first movement here and see if you can't get away with getting.
I don't know if I want to risk taking the bat out of Andujar against a lefty.
Yeah, I know that's fair. 2 outs, I would definitely consider.
I just jinxed him.
That's okay. All right. He's done a lot of good things.
Brooks Raley in for the Mets. Their third pitcher in the third inning.
Game 7 of the World Series over there.
Yeah. Every run the Reds put up and every run the Marlins put up is the less likely we have to waste Hunter Green, or even the not we have to that the idea of using Hunter Green is.
Yeah.
And we talked about the last night. For those who didn't tune in, neither one of us wanted to use Green tonight, unless it's like a extra inning, you're out of pitcher situation. Just
I want to feel like I have a legit chance going into LA if we get the fortunate opportunity to do such a thing. Like I know that sounds maybe like you're trying to put the cart before the horse, but it's just like I just don't think that there's any scenario in the world where you can probably knock off LA and you don't have your best starter available. I mean, it just doesn't seem realistic.
And there's no guarantee that Hunter Green will be effective on 3 days rest. He's never done it in his entire career. The numbers are very strongly support pitchers on 3 days rest are not as effective. There's some guys that have been an exception to the rules, but there's been Hall of Fame pitchers that have not been able to do it. And I mean, when you have Santiano who had a day off, you have Burns who hasn't pitched since Wednesday. Ashcraft, he's pitched 3 days in a row, but he only pitched through 8 pitches, 9 pitches, and 11 pitches. I'd rather use those guys up. Now, Martinez not being available, that was shocking to me. That was the only time he gave me a pitch since Wednesday.
All right, let's get going here. I don't have the audio on, but was there a reason that we were showing Brent Suter walking around in the bullpen?
I hope it was just talking about his great. Brent Suter gets into this game, man. I'm gonna be a puddle. Love you, Brent. You're a class act.
Let's hope they was talking about his Roberto Clemente Award.
Yeah, nominee.
Well, I'm just saying, whatever his plaque that he got.
All right.
Oh man.
Big inning for Singer. Big inning. This is a tough part of the lineup. I wonder if India's in the lineup today for the Royals.
I don't know. You're the only sicko that might look that up. How are the Royals doing this year?
Well, they're up 3-0 on the A's. No India in game 162. The Royals are 81-80. Oh, they're playing for to finish above 500.
The Astros won how many games? 86, I think it was. Are they playing to try to win 86 or 87 today, and they don't have a chance to get in?
Yeah, they got eliminated yesterday.
I know. That's an out, right? Is my radar off?
Nope.
Dude,
nope.
why we can't get to those balls, bro? I mean, I know he's not supposed to catch that. The ball was in the air forever, it felt like. And I know I'm being very, very,
Astros
very,
going
very,
for
very,
87. 87 wins.
Good swing. And I'm being greedy. I'm well aware. I'm going to be overly greedy. He thought he got it. He thought that thing was gone.
That A's series really killed the Reds' AL record. Because I was like, yeah, well, the Reds, and they were still 4 games above 500 against the AL, but it was really good earlier in the year.
All right, Brady. Let's just get outs, buddy. All right, Alonso's out over here. That's positive.
The Brewers' closer is warming up.
That's just not a good pitch. That's a double. Okay. Oh, brother. It's not a very good pitch. All right. Just don't need anything to snowball, Nick, really, more than anything. Let's just get outs, you know? I know I'm not trying to concede and say that I want the game to be tied, but I don't want it to be 4-2.
Yep.
And it feels like that the Brewers are going to kind of put all of their quality arms, or the arms that they would consider to be quality, on the front half of this game, and then live with whatever result they're going to get from whoever they decide to throw in the last 3 innings. You're watching something happen in Miami.
They just ball in the dirt. They moved up to second. Marlins catcher almost had a play at second. It was close. Take him out. Look, come on. We're not risking anything. That hit his shit. Get him out of there.
Who's he laughing at? Is Tito saying something?
I think he got hit in
or Trevino?
He got hit in the junk.
Oh, okay. Who's he talking to like that?
Chase Burns. Wow. All right.
Hey, remember when we were doing shows and people were suggesting that Wade Miley was a better option than he? Just wanted to bring that up.
Hey, Wade will get a ring too.
Well, we got a lot of guys to give rings to if we can get one. Let's not forget about Garrett Hampson.
There we go.
That's a big out. We need them all. Come on, Brady.
You got to be aggressive with Singer. I do not think you do not want to be pulling him this early.
No, I think it leaves
there you we go. Big out.
I think it leaves you a little open-ended.
Miami.
Yeah, I'm like a pitch and a half behind you in Miami. Just take the out. Take the out. What are
Yeah.
we even thinking about, dude?
Yeah, like that's the second out of the inning.
Yeah.
Did you say thank you, sir?
With all
Thank
due
you.
respect. Thank you for running him over, sir. Now that's the small ball we need to try to do in Milwaukee.
This is the number 1 seed in the Major League Baseball playoffs.
What is he asking him? What? Oh, he's not getting the
Pitch
com. Yeah, that's what that was about. I don't even know what he. Yeah, it's all good. He made the right play, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Let's go.
Nice pitch.
Marlins got out of
this. They get out of this.
They stranded.
Nice.
Mets left a runner in scoring position. Let's keep this 2-1 and keep the pressure on those bastards. All right.
Oh, what a big out this would be.
It's a good pitch.
It was a great pitch, yep. That's an out, right? He's got that, I hope. Please. He's got it. Never a doubt, Nick. Never a doubt.
All right, that's a big out.
Huge.
All right.
Stranded a guy at second base. We stranded a guy there with nobody out. They stranded a guy there with nobody out.
All right, let's talk strategy here. All right, so that's the number 6 hole hitter for the Brewers. All right.
Yep.
So would you be like, all right, we're gonna bring in a reliever for Yelich?
No. Well, Yelich, yes. I thought you were talking about next inning. I would let Singer start the inning fresh. Hope he can get through one more inning of work, and then I would
1, 2, 3, and then
I would consider bringing Burns in regardless of the situation when Yelich comes to the plate. Yes.
Would you consider burning someone to try to get out of the inning and let Burns start fresh in the 5th?
No, not really, because I think ultimately if you get to Yelich next inning, there's probably it's going to be a scoring opportunity more than likely. Yeah. So I just don't want to try to be cute when you got Christian Yelich who's just killed us. I'd rather fight fire with fire here a little bit.
I'd rather put up some runs here, and then maybe we can consider getting an extra inning out of us.
I mean, trust me.
But if this is 2-1, I don't think you can let Yelich with the runner on base face Singer for a 3rd time. All right, Fish, come on. Let's get cooking. Connor Norby, our DSC deep drive of the day from Friday night.
If you haven't already, folks, please hit the like button. Some are saying it accounts to Reds winning baseball games directly. Direct correlation. The worst dab in the history of dabs right there.
This is the Brewers closer pitching for the first time in a while.
Man. Dimitri Young. Shout out to Dimitri Young. Elly's second most by a Red switch hitting.
This will be the first time McGill has pitched since August. Was put on the IL, or last time pitched August 24th, right flexor strain.
Well,
All-star this year.
No, that ain't gonna do it. Well, I'd hope the pitch count doesn't really matter for him. I'd like to think he's going to throw 1 inning, as long as it's not like 5 pitches, and he'll be done.
Yeah, I don't. I would be shocked if they bring him out for a second inning.
Yeah, I mean,
this is get right, get some action, do a couple side sessions this week, and be ready for Saturday.
Yeah. Well, he looks pretty good. Dot in the corner.
We got a base hit. We got a base hit from our guy Connor Norby. We got a base hit from Norbs. Off former Red Brooks Raley. And the Mets go to the bullpen again. Bringing in Stanek. Noah Syndergaard light.
Nice.
This home plate umpire is doing a fantastic job behind the plate today.
Little Louisiana Bayou, 98, top of the zone. Well, it's safe to say that the Mets, based off of their plans today, they might make that game go a little bit longer than this one.
Yeah, well,
never know.
Brewers using a lot of pitchers.
That's high.
The Reds are probably need a lot of pitchers too as this game goes on, unless Chase Burns just
shoves.
Yeah.
What a pitch.
Man, it's a good pitch. Good pitch for a guy who hasn't pitched in 6 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good pitch. What a pitch.
This guy was picked up off waivers by the Brewers. The Twins DFA'd him.
That's how half their guys get picked.
Yeah.
Get to be superstars in Milwaukee. That's not a strike, man. That is not a strike.
He just Steer just got that pitch a ball.
Yeah, he just missed it. I don't know if he's. Now, I will say that little strike zone thing there looks like it's a little bit off on the TV. So maybe it's not the same as what it is on GameCast. I'll look it up here after the inning's over.
Honestly. It does look a little low. You're right.
It kind of looks like they got it like around right below the belt. I don't think that's really fair. Do you like the Fox National broadcast box, like how you can barely see it at all, but you can still, like if you focus on it, you can see where it was? You know what I'm talking about? Did you notice that yesterday?
I don't think I noticed it.
It's just kind of like got a different style to it. It doesn't really have like a white border. It's just kind of like a gray, like a really, really light gray box. Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully that's the end of that for him.
Thank you for knocking that out in the 4th. All right, let's go fish. Let's go fish. Super chat. JP, is there still a giant mural of Pete staring longingly at the MGM casino across the street downtown? Oh, we gotta play the plate! Save! Marlins lead! Hey, we're ahead of the Canadians, too.
I like that.
Suck you, Canada.
It says 1-0.
I saw it before.
Oh,
I beat them.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that's good. That means you.
I beat the score bug in my.
It's
actually synced out about perfectly for me. Let's go. JP, I have no idea. You know anything about the Pete Merle
No,
down
I
the
don't.
Merle downtown?
For those that are
Chat?
wondering, that first pitch for Brian Hayes was high. It was not as high as it looked on the broadcast, but it was a little up outside the zone.
Would not have been ABS and ABS strike.
No, it would not have been.
Yeah, sorry, JP. I don't know about the Pete Merle. Thank you for your super chat though. Blackmore, yeah, USA. Can we get someone in the United States to make a better score bug? I mean, like, we're equal opportunity around here. Singer coming back out.
They still have a chance.
Yeah. Let's get another one, run fish. Let's get greedy.
So they shouldn't even have got that half point. That's so stupid.
Oh, my guy Norby. Great base running. I mean, he read it perfectly, scoring from first.
Let's get another one, Nick. Is that foul? That's foul, right?
That's a fair ball.
That's got to be
ground
foul.
rule double.
What?
Bounce in the stands.
I need a better angle from the broadcast. Like, it looked like it. I didn't even see it. Yeah, Singer's starting to.
Yeah, I don't. I'm good. I'm about good for Burns anytime now with the runner on second. I mean, oh my God, that was inches.
Fine, dude.
Good pitch. All right.
Nick.
Yes.
Nick. Nick.
Yes. Did we just get something in Miami? Their camera angle good. It's 2-0. 2-0 fish.
Dude, did that not get out?
What was SNY's camera doing?
I don't know. I thought it was a home run. No. Okay. All right.
It's a run. It's 2-0. It's
I know.
2-0.
I thought it was a home run. Did he get on third? I'm confused right now.
My guy Navarro.
Are they challenging it? I need some help, Nick. What is going on in Miami?
Home run?
What is going on in Miami?
It was off the bottom of the wall. They just showed a replay.
Okay, thank you. I'm watching on game day, and I'm watching the little stickmen walk around.
No, it was not.
The stickmen walked to it was a mound visit was what happened. I thought that they were challenging it, and all of a sudden they were just kind of like huddling around. But
Mets go to their pit again.
All right, come on. Are we playing infield in right now? Yeah, I guess so.
I probably would against
Jansen.
Against Jansen. I mean, yeah, take your chances here.
Now, I'd also say I would have been open to bringing Burns in right here because he's got, I think, a much better chance of just striking him out.
And
then stranding the guy at third base there is much higher in scenario than this, but whatever. I mean, I get it. You don't want to try to get too overly aggressive and then leave yourself open-ended on the back end. You can't walk him under any circumstance here. Come on.
Yes.
All right, good pitch.
Mets are bringing in their fifth pitcher in the fourth inning. Carlos Mendoza's like, you're not going to say that I didn't try. Oh, God. Oh, God.
And there's really nothing else to say outside. That's just absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
We're still going to leave him in? I was going to say, I mean, what are we doing?
Nick Lodolo's coming in?
What?
I mean, it's left on left, but... When did Lodolo pitch? Was that Thursday?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if this is his...
This isn't
It's
his
just of all the guys to, like, pitch on a side day, like Nick Lodolo.
Yeah, a guy that came out of the game when he had a career high strikeouts in a must-win game and a one-run game.
I don't know how to feel about this, Trace. There we go. 3-0 fish. 3-0 fish. Get Lodolo out of there. Triple, too.
It's huge. How many outs are there? 1 out? 2 outs.
2 outs, 2 outs. Those were all 2-out hits there by our fish.
All right.
I mean,
Is he only throwing this inning?
well, 5 of the next 6 hitters for the Brewers are lefties. So, like, if you just, like, was saying 2 innings from Nick Lodolo, I mean, like, yeah, it definitely plays. All right, there we go, Nick.
It's one of them. All right.
No! 4-0 fish! 4-0 fish! Let's go! Let's go!
Another base hit. They got another
Rogers' brother.
Tell me they're taking it.
Brother.
Tell me they're gonna go to the mound again.
Their big trade deadline acquisition. You didn't go get Zach Littell at the deadline. Yeah. Losers.
Are they making another pitching change?
Hey, man, the Reds won 2 games to give this a chance. You know? I will
I don't
celebrate
care.
the
Yeah,
hell
you
out of my
don't-
Miami.
you don't have to-
our Miami Marlins.
Yeah, you don't have to apologize for backdooring this thing if you want to consider it on the last day. Who cares?
There's a guy with a Reds hat on it. That might be a Cuba hat. Carlos Mendoza looks sick. Edwin Diaz is warming up for the Mets.
That's insane, Justin Thomas. I mean, the Americans are making it interesting. Throw him out. It's a good play. Smart play.
I think Nick Lodolo asked to pitch.
Yeah, well, he had mentioned when he came out of the game, it was largely just to make sure that he didn't hurt himself in the manner in which would keep him out longer, is what he had said. He was going to continue, but Trevino seen something happen, he had mentioned, and came out there, and then they called him out there, and he said he felt something. So they just decided they weren't even going to risk it and pulled him out. I think he was probably healthy enough to continue to pitch, but now it's not good. He's just not getting anybody out. You got to make a decision now, to be honest. I mean, Burns already was up in the pen loosening. That's what I don't understand. You got to get him up and get hot.
You had those right-handed batters after you had that leadoff double too, like that. You feel like would have been really good matchups for Burns.
Yeah, it's just you get up Burns and then you set him back down, and now you're going to ask him to get back up again as a guy that's not been a reliever ever in the big leagues. I just don't like that idea. Like, if you're going to get him up, let's get him up ready to use him. And we're going to continue to let him throw. I know Frelick's left-handed, but the more this goes on, only throwing 12 pitches though.
Probably trying to get him through these lefties.
I think it's 100% what they're trying to do. My question is this stuff good enough right now to get guys out, period?
They might pinch hit the next guy. He's a platoon guy. It might make the decision for him.
He did not go.
Oh, we just got a generous call in Miami. Oh, strike 3 was not a strike. 1 down.
We'll take everything we can get. 4-0
that was
over there.
not a
very,
strike.
Very encouraging. That's in play.
All right. There we go.
What is he throwing his hands up for? Hold on a minute. Is he calling him out? He's calling him out. Okay. I think he called him out for interference. I think the bat, maybe the bat hit the ball back in the play. All right, whatever.
Kind of just want this Marlins game just to go so the Reds don't have to use pitchers. I mean, like, that's another thing in play here too, is like how fast this Marlins game goes could potentially completely impact the Reds pitching going into a potential wild card series. It's a wild day of baseball. All right, 1 out. Top of the 5th. Our guy, Edward Cabrera, stepping up. Edward Cabrera, 4 1/3, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts so far for the Fish. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I mean, they have to think, though, that Lodolo could potentially still pitch on Wednesday. Aaron Ashby, the lefty.
Why wouldn't
Can't
you
bring in Tyler Stevenson yet?
Yeah, why wouldn't you pinch hit Tyler Stevenson right here with a left-handed pitcher on the mound, and you've
Yeah.
already got Singer out of the game? Like, what are we doing, man? It's like it's ridiculous. It is absolutely
Like we're gonna use Nick
ridiculous.
Lodolo. We're gonna use Nick Lodolo because this is a dire situation.
What are we doing?
But we're not
man?
gonna pinch hit Tyler Stevenson.
Like it's. Oh my god! I just want to scream. Try to be nice, you know? I try not to say outlandish stuff because it's like, okay, he's got us to a point where, yeah, this team might make the postseason, but like this should be Game 7 right now. Like, why?
Strike 3. 2 outs. 2 outs. Come on, Edward. Cabrera's at 72 pitches for the Marlins.
I mean, oh man, can't hit again. They can't hit again. Trevino can't hit again. I don't think Matt McLean can hit again. If you're down, obviously, if the Reds rally back, maybe McLean can stick. Come on, Cabrera. Get out of that. Come on, Cabrera. Strikes. Lindor's only faced Cabrera 17 times, and he's gotten 3 hits. Soto's only faced him twice.
Off.
Alonso's only faced him twice. It's kind of unique.
All right, let's hear. There we go.
Yeah, it's one guy on.
There we go. All right, Marte.
Great game by Friedel so far.
Yeah. Action in the Marlins bullpen. Oh. Ball 4. Soto up with 2 runners on base. I got a super chat from
All right.
Salvatore Lopes. Says Mets having a bullpen game on game 162. Unreal. I mean, their starting pitching is bad. So I don't fault them at all for that. I mean, I think they made the right call. I just don't think it's gone in their favor so far.
They obviously decided to keep Cabrera in.
Yep. Yeah, they had a pitching coach came out for a visit. Yeah, massive spot in this game. I was watching one of the games earlier, one of the Mets games, and I guess Juan Soto, like his first at bat, he has terrible numbers, but man, after his first at bat, he's like pretty unbelievable. So we've seen him a couple times. Here we go. Oh, ball 1 in the dirt. Ball 2. Oh, come on, Edward. Ball 3. Oh, no. Can't walk him. Pete Alonso on deck. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a long way home, though. I mean, every run counts right now. You don't want to groove.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. You don't want to put the tying run on the plate, but
It's still hard to hit a home run even for Pete Alonso in that ballpark. But
those weren't even competitive either, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, he might have given us all he had.
Yeah.
It's been an honorable effort. Then he walked him. Oh God. Oh boy.
Lodolo's going back out.
Wow.
This is it, guys. This is a massive, massive, massive spot in this day.
Yeah, I mean this is the biggest at bat probably in either game the rest of the day. Yes! God, he smoked that ball. He's so sad. He's so sad. Oh my God, he destroyed that base.
For those that are wondering, Pete Alonso just hit a ball 116 miles an hour.
No way. Was it really?
116 miles an hour. 348 feet line out. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, hang with him, you know. That's tough. That is so tough. That is so tough. 116 miles an hour. Oh my gosh, dude. 116 with the bases juiced.
What might be his final game in a Mets uniform.
Oh my gosh. Job's not finished, but boy, oh
Well,
boy, that
thank
was a
you.
massive moment.
I thought for sure that was going to score 3. I mean, I thought that it's a 4-3 ball game.
I mean,
Lord.
you can't hit a ball harder than that, really. I mean, with all due respect, 116 is
I guess that's why Tito
insanely
doesn't
fast.
believe in exit velocity.
Yeah, he's like, so
Showed
what?
you.
So what?
Should hit it where they hit.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw my life flash before my eyes. Craig said that on the broadcast, they said that Lodolo will plan to still be available for game 2. So they must think he can do 30 pitches on this day as side
Here's
day.
my
and
problem
still
is it's one thing if he's been incredibly effective, but he's not. And he's not like it's not like this guy's like, oh my gosh, we can't go without him. Get him out of here. There we go.
I agree.
Here comes Tito.
This is I think the move to Lodolo was fine, but if you were going to have that sense of urgency, I think you should have brought in someone after the Brewers had the leadoff double.
Definitely.
Like you should have brought in Chase. Well, now Chase Burns is coming in. I mean, you could have brought in Chase Burns to squash that rally. I mean, he like.
Yeah, people are going to say it's second guessing. I was suggesting that you bring in Chase Burns against the 9-hole hitter, a guy that's probably relatively strikeout prone. With a guy on third base with one out, you had put it this way, you felt it was urgent enough to bring the infield in, Nick. So why not bring in
right, man?
Yeah, bring in a guy that you think's going to be able to get a punch out and save you out of that inning. Of course, he hits the home run, and it's easy to sit there and second guess it completely. But I was trying to save the runner at third, more or less, because you already indicated that you felt it was a big enough moment to bring the infield in. But I mean, if you were to sit here and fine comb through every situation that the Reds have had all year long, I mean, listen, we'd be here all winter long. But it feels like not pinch hitting for Trevino with Stevenson earlier was just an absolute. I don't even know what that is about. That's crazy noise. It's like everything that's happened this year with the whole management of this team. There's just at one point the message is this, but then when you look at it as a holistic view, there's a mixed message somewhere in there. Somewhere, we care about defense, but we'll play Gavin Lux in left field. We care about offense because we need to put Gavin Lux in left field to get him in the lineup, but we won't pinch hit for Stevenson in a spot like that. We won't try to probably pinch hit Sal Stewart for Hayes if we're down by 2 later in this game. I hope I'm wrong, but you got to start to press here a little bit. You're down 2 halfway through. We'll see. I mean, the game's far from over for both of these games, so.
Big Red Analytics in our Discord this morning, I thought said something very well. And I screenshotted it because I thought maybe I'd use this at some point. He said, ride the hot hand until it doesn't fit your narrative. Prioritize defense until it doesn't fit your narrative. Hold guys accountable until it doesn't fit your narrative. That's how it feels.
It does. That's exactly how it feels. Yeah. It kind of feels like this weird situation where we have our kids on the team or something. It's like, and you're not a very good objective person. It's like you kind of got biased towards certain situations and these things. It's just like, come on, man, let it go.
We're at the exact same point in both games now. Both games, bottom of the 5th, 1 out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, Chase. Let's get some guys out, man.
Edwin Diaz, 2 outs on 8 pitches.
They got Edwin Diaz in?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Dude, they've rode that
I mean,
guy. They've rode that guy. They might pitch him the rest of the game. Like, that's how crazy they are.
Yeah. I mean, they only have to get. Hopefully, they only have to get through the 8th. I think I remembered how that works. I had a couple hours of sleep. I think I know how it works now. Yeah, I said some stuff last night. I said Edward Cabrera's been cooking. His last start last start against the Mets, like 3 starts, gave up 3 home runs. He's had a great year, but
it's all good, Nick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is their 6th pitcher in the 5th inning, and it's their closer.
That's a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Middle that if he hits it over the fence, everybody's complaining about how bad of a pitch it is, but no one's going to care right now because it's 2-2 and he fouls it off.
This is the funny thing though about
this is the spot
Trace.
though right here. This is Jansen up against Burns with theoretically a guy on third base. Theoretically, that was the situation with 1 out. Now I'm not saying that it would have been exactly the same thing, but some are saying that he struck out. I'm just saying that maybe hypothetically speaking here, that's what we could have done earlier. Of course, I'm not going to second guess it, but I guess I might. Punch him out just to prove a point, please.
He just blew 2 pitches right by him.
I mean, thanks for playing, bud. Go sit down, Jansen. Appreciate you coming out here today. Sometimes this thing's not as complicated as everyone wants to make it out to be, you know? Just saying. Let's go. We can find a way to score some runs, Nick. This
is the funny thing about baseball, though, because to be quite honest, and again, I'm not fully invested in the Mets, so maybe I'm not looking at it right. I think Carlos Mendoza's managed the game very well. Like it just hasn't worked out. Like Rogers giving up hits. He's been incredible. He's a 1.98 ERA. Brooks Raley gave up a run as a 2.45 ERA. He's tried. He's gone to every guy and he's pushing every button. And that's the funny thing about baseball. Sometimes you manage a game piss poor and you win. Sometimes you manage it terrible and you lose. It's just or the other way, whatever. Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, you don't always get rewarded for making correct, sound decisions.
Yeah.
And also, let's face it, the Mets have had the injury bug hit them from a pitching perspective that just makes life really complicated and hard. I mean,
they also could have invested a lot more into their pitching and they didn't do it. They tried to they almost did the opposite of the Reds, or they're just trying to outslug everyone with a $340 million payroll.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, quite literally the opposite, because they went out and signed guys for more money than we might have from a net worth perspective. No disrespect, of course. I'm just trying to keep it honest.
Well, I'm sure there's people though in New York that are saying, should we have re-signed Pete Alonso, similar to people say it was Nick Martinez. It's the same type, but a lot more, because Alonso got a lot more money.
Correct.
And they have a lot more money to go around. But yeah, I mean, they went out and signed Frankie Montas this offseason. Was one of their top free agent signings. All right. Look at those plus. Lux is plus 1,400 to get an extra base hit this inning.
Yeah, well.
The lefty still in there? Well, they did make some spring training changes, Trace.
Yeah, we got some spring training moves for the Brewers. That's nice to see.
Nice play, Norby. Yeah, why is Lux hitting left on left?
It doesn't make sense. It is what it is. Because he likes Gavin Lux. He wants to keep him in the game.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I'm just telling you, man. He likes Gavin Lux. He doesn't care. He doesn't care, man. There's
the guy was plus 1,400 by the betting markets to hit an extra base hit. Trace.
I get it, Nick. I'm not here to I've been beaten down so much this year that this stuff doesn't even faze me anymore. It's obvious. It's obvious who his favorites are. And they're going to continue to get opportunities when they make no sense.
It's a 2-run game.
Trust me, you don't have to tell me, buddy. Why would we want to get a guy on base right in front of Andujar who smashes lefties?
Sal Stewart had a home run yesterday.
Well, he's not good enough.
Steer could play left field. Well, according to yesterday at the beginning of the game, he could play left field.
I don't know. And I'll tell you right now, you could have, you could have, in my opinion, you could have pinch hit Stewart, okay? You could have moved Stewart to third base and put Will Benson in left field and taken your chances of the fact that you're not going to get another lefty when Benson comes back up.
Or you just put Steer in left field. Like, you don't even have to take another player out of the game. Crazy.
Yeah,
like, I get it. If it's tied. If it's tied and like, okay, yeah. Lux's spot's gonna come. Like, you're losing.
I get it. You're
and you have the guy on deck is literally one of the best hitters on the planet against lefties. You have a chance to get a runner on base for him.
It makes it a little bit better that Andujar didn't hit the ball over the fence. That makes it a little less.
He's a Tito guy through and through.
All right, listen. Get guys on, get them over,
fish.
Get them in.
Go fish. Go fish.
We need to go fish for sure. What do we got in Miami? We have one out with a guy on first base. All right.
They are into the bullpen.
Golly, Nick. Can they give us a break out there? Call a strike?
I didn't see it.
You'll see it.
Well, I mean, I passed you, so I wasn't looking. Oh, you have a game day on?
Yeah, I won't ruin it for you, but
the broadcast made it look like it was a ball, so that might have been one of the situations.
Oh, it's like on the line.
Yeah. The pitch away and low.
Yes, I mean it's a ball. It's a ball, but it's so close. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Great pitch by our guy Gibson. Make a play. All right. Smart. Good baseball play. Yep. Didn't try to do too much. We're up 4 runs. Let's just take the shirt out at second base. Yep. Let's not try to be cute. Marlins going back to their pen. I mean, these guys are doing left-right matchups for us. I mean, they're doing the Lord's work. Okay, surely Ashby's done now, right?
I hope so. Can they not bring somebody in that just for the next 3 innings that just doesn't belong trying to get 9 outs in a Major League Baseball game?
They still have not pitched. The guy that had been their closer when McGill's been out. He hasn't pitched since Thursday, Trace.
Yeah.
They
got a week off too, man. That's the thing.
They haven't pitched Jarek Koenig, another lefty, since Thursday. Mears, they pitched him Friday for 9 pitches. I mean, these are their next guys that are these are quality arms.
All right, come on, Nick. Let's get this last out here in Miami. For those that are wondering, please hit the like button if you haven't already. We very much appreciate it. And if you're new here, we will do a post-game show immediately after the Reds game. Hopefully it's Hopefully it's a victorious one. I would love to just win this game here and not put any doubt. Leave no doubt, as they say.
Just had a pitching change in Miami. First pitch is on the way. It's a ball. Runner on first, top of the sixth. Fish up 4-0. Francisco Alvarez at the plate.
Enriquez. Burns is looking good right now, at least. He's got some good velo to him.
Super chat from Noah Downing. Why does our offense just shut down like somebody pressed a button? Well, I mean, you had Jose Trevino batting, and you had Gavin Lux left on left. Twice. Gavin Lux hasn't hit lefties since he played in high school.
Not once, Nick. Twice. We did that twice. Yeah. I'm pretty sure of it.
All right, 2-2 count. Big pitch here in Miami.
We got a 3-2 on the way as well. In Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Burns walks him.
Fifth time in 6 innings the Brewers have had their leadoff runner on base. Craig is saying I'm way louder than you again.
Okay, well, let me adjust that. I don't know why that is. I could make myself louder, which doesn't seem the appropriate thing to do. I can't make you any lower, though, because you're just coming in that way.
Make yourself louder.
Okay. All right, where am I at?
Strike 3. Fish got out of it.
That's the first
9 outs away.
The first
9 outs away.
Don't count outs, Nick. Please don't count outs. Let's not do that yet. No, let's not do that.
Outs.
We can't count outs.
What is politically correct with baseball? You can't count outs.
I just don't like counting outs, man. I just don't like it. It just feels like you're asking for bad things to happen. That's all. I mean, is it really going to make a difference whether Nick Kirby counts outs in Cleveland, Ohio, when the game's going on in Miami? No, probably not. I'll tell you actually why. There's the second rendition of me bumping my noise as well, by the way. So I don't know. You're going to have to give me a thumbs up, Craig, when you think that I'm even close to
I'll go to the regular chat. Chat, do you like the levels? Is the levels better?
Yeah. So these are our levels right now based off of me and Nick trying to figure that out. The Bartman documentary was when I decided that I wasn't going to count outs. Did you watch that documentary? Do you remember it?
Catching Hell?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a fantastic documentary.
Yeah. There was a vivid person there talking about how they started to count outs. That was the moment that things went haywire in Chicago.
We got good levels from the chat.
Okay.
Levels from the chat.
All right. Well, then
I don't know. I counted outs for every Homer Bailey no-hitter. I started counting them, and
well, that's fine. All right. So far, so good in Miami. We'll see. We got more baseball to be played there. We also have more baseball to be played in Milwaukee. I'd like to keep this a 2-run game. It feels like we have a chance with a 2-run game. Anything more than 2-run game, I don't know.
I also don't mind if Burns kind of just like takes every second of the pitch clock. Like, let's just drag our game out. Long as, I mean, like, there's almost, I'm dead serious. People might think that's just silly. There's almost some strategy to it. Like if you're going out and making a mound visit, like, take as long as you can, because let's see if this Marlins game can get over and you can save bullets.
We need some runs out there in Miami as well. Let's play a little add-on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, Chase. We got to throw strikes, buddy.
Oh, Scott Barlow is warming.
Does Diaz have another one of those episodes where he's just kind of like throwing the ball over the place a little bit?
He's been pretty good, man. No, he literally, as you said, he threw a ball to the screen. Next pitch.
I mean, he can't throw all the rest of the game, right? Like Diaz, at some point, the dam breaks.
What do you have left to play for?
I'm with you, but I'm just saying, like, I think it works out in our favor that he walks the world like he didn't. He did. Yeah. He had his little cleat issue, or else he would have 100% walked the
Trace,
world.
I legitimately think that was like his worst outing in like 2 months.
That was 100% gamesmanship too, by the way. I mean, there's no way in the world you can convince me that he had an issue with whatever the hell was going on. He just made up something so he could try to regroup himself, and he did a good job of it. So give him credit for figuring that out. But
Diaz has a 1.68 ERA. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 straight scoreless, and 10 out of 11. Holy smokes. Trace, since April 17th, Diaz has a 1.09 ERA, a 1.91 FIP. Like, that is unbelievable. Like, their pitching has been that bad, and they have that dominant of a closer. That goes multiple innings a lot, too.
They used him since I've started watching them the last 2 weeks. They have used him in a multiple inning save effort numerous times. Nice pitch.
There we go.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. This is going to get dicey. A little late on that fastball, wasn't he, Nick?
Mets got out of it. Diaz 2 scoreless innings. We go to the 7th.
Make a play. Make a play.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
All right. Here we go.
Steer, Hayes, Trevino. Yeah, I mean, I would say.
There's just zero chance that Hayes and Trevino hit.
And they're bringing in a right-handed pitcher, Chad Patrick. He's actually a starter listed on Fangraphs. I'm guessing he does not have a spot in the rotation. He's pitched well this year, 3.56 ERA. This is a right-handed pitcher. Yeah, I mean, you should be pinched 4 straight. I mean, Steer can hit, but yeah, you should have 3 straight pinch hitters after him, right?
We'll see.
Looking up Edwin Diaz. I feel like there might have been a postseason game where he pitched 3 innings. He went twice, 2 innings twice in the postseason. Did he face any batters and not make it?
Henriquez is out for his second inning of work.
I'm going to find out if Diaz has ever got an out past the second inning in his career. There's no chance I'd take him out, though, if I was them.
No, they got to ride it until they know that it ain't going to work.
All right. Twice in his career, he's gotten an out past the second inning. Both were in 2016. So he has never. Now, I don't know if he's gone back out and not gotten out. That's possible, but he's never gotten out past 2 innings since 2016.
Oh, Steer.
All right, we got one down. We got one down in Miami. The Mets do have Helsley warming. There's no way I'd take Diaz out. I'd at least try to get another inning out of him. He's only, 20-something pitches?
Who?
Diaz? The Mets have Helsley warming. Now, he may just be
Yeah, if things go haywire.
if maybe, I would almost say if he gives up a base runner, pitch him until he gives up a base runner.
Ball up. All right, Steer. Got to find a way to get on base, boys.
Trace, I think the last time the Reds clinched a playoff spot on a loss was 1990. Just saying. I remember that. Well, I don't remember it, but it was a rain-shortened game. I remember watching something about that. 95, I know they clinched on a win. 2000, they clinched on a win. 2012, they clinched on a win. 2013, they clinched on a win. 2020, they clinched
Brian
on a
Hayes
win.
is hitting right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Cabrera. I love going for defense, but you're down 2 runs in the 7th. Like, the defense, this is where the defense doesn't matter. We got 2 outs in Miami, though.
I know.
Our guy Henriquez is giving his heart and soul.
I got a headache from all this stuff that we do. I'll take luck. I'll take a lucky break here. Just give me a base hit.
All right, come on, Enriquez. We got to find it, brother. He's gone 3-0 to Lindor.
Walk him. Can we walk him?
No, we'll hit into a double play, though.
Ooh, all right, we beat it out.
There we go. Make a play, make a play, make a play, make a play. Oh! Oh! Why is Lindor going 2 there? Yeah, he's safe, but... Oh, Tyler Stevenson! Oh! He lives!
So now we're going to do it? Like, what are we doing?
Now, why would you have wanted 2 at-bats from Tyler Stevenson?
I'm talking about just a second ago.
Yeah. All right, Lindor's on second, 2 outs. Soto. The ball went under the Marlins second baseman's glove. I don't know if he would have had to play. Lindor was busting down the line.
All right. Come on, Stevenson. Come on, Tyler. Yeah. Come on.
I got 2 strikes on Soto.
Yeah, I know. Enriquez.
One more big pitch, Enriquez. One more big pitch.
All right. Marlins keep doing their thing.
We need 6 more batters to be retired.
Thank you. That's fine. We got the 8th and the 9th inning left for the Mets.
Come on, Matt. Nine, 1 and 2 due up for our fish.
Matt, you're up in the count, brother. Cutters, 6 inches off the plate aren't what we're looking for. That's cash, by the way. That's good, Cam. There ain't no way in the world he's missing that. good day for Matt. All right, Marlins. Find a way to get some runs here for me, please. Just a couple more. I know I'm begging.
Is Barlow coming in now? I pulled up game day to see. Well, usually sometimes. Thank you, Craig. Craig says we got 2 more super chats. We got a super chat from Lewis. Putting on the lucky Elly jersey right now. Thank you, Lewis, for your support and your effort. Reese Rogers wanted to inform us Edwin Diaz is done.
That he
okay.
is.
Thank you.
Elsley's in.
The Mets made a defensive replacement, too. Did they pinch hit the last inning?
They did. They put Mullins in.
Helsley has been pretty good of late. He was a disaster when they acquired him, but he's pitched pretty well last 5 or 6 times out. I don't think he's given up a run.
Damn.
Scott Barlow. It just things I just don't. Needed this game so bad we pitched Nick Lodolo. Now we're pitching a guy with an ERA of 12 in September.
Yeah. Just let's get the Marlins. Let's get the Marlins focused, locked in here.
Yeah.
give me another run, Miami, please. One more.
Oh, there's a base hit.
Yep.
Base hit from Xavier Edwards. Chris Welsh counts outs. Confirmed counting outs guy. Another super chat. Things on the road. This guy or gal super chatted just to say, please like the stream. They deserve it. You know what? We like you. Things on the road. Thank you for your patronage and tuning in.
Thank you, guys. Definitely a unique stream. A couple hours. Going to be on here for a few hours, obviously. We've already eclipsed the 2-hour mark. We are currently now in a spot where we have got to find ourselves to survive these last 3 innings. And
okay. Good start, Scott.
Good, nice pitch, Scott. God bless America.
I don't think this guy's on the postseason roster.
You're right. I take that. I might take
potential
this all back.
Postseason roster.
Yeah, postseason.
Like, I just...
It's insane.
Put a lot of faith in Miami right now.
It's insane, dude. What are we doing right now? Yet another baseball game where only runs we've scored is a home run. Just stealing on Barlow, just snagging bags.
Like, I feel like there's a fine line of like doing everything you can to win and not pitching Hunter Green. Like, there's a line in between there, and like we're not even close to that line.
Oh my gosh, dude! I mean, am I the only one right now thinking that this game's like a must-win game? Like, that's the way it should be treated. I understand you can look out there and see the scoreboard saying what it says. I get it. It's like it's 4-0. We all see the scoreboard. But it's like you're literally 15 minutes away from quite literally knowing you have to.
I think the scoreboard at Miami, the only thing the scoreboard at Miami should make you do is go, let's not burn our game one starter of an NL of the wild card round. That's about it. Everything else should be all in for this game. You have a day off or your season's over. Like, you'll play tomorrow either way.
That's a big strikeout from Barlow. Give him credit.
The Mets game's gone split screen. Do you see that? Do you still have it up?
No, I don't have it up anymore.
Their broadcast went split screen. I guess they're so sad. They wanted to watch Scott Barlow pitch to see if they could get some juice. Which they might. I mean, you know what? That's a high IQ play by their producer.
Yeah, and then they would have had a chance for that last half point, which is ridiculous. I'm saying that if they wouldn't have given him that half point earlier and they would have had to play and they actually won that match, right. Yeah. Oh, man. All right. What we got going on in Miami? Let's get back to that.
We got 2-2 count. Marcy at the plate. 2 outs. Runner on second.
Big hit right
Really
here.
we could really use a base hit.
Big hits.
Get out of slam range. Oh, we got a ball over the catcher's head. We got a runner on third. And we're ahead of Canada.
Okay. Okay. Someone's got to get there,
All
right? Okay.
Yes, Stairs got it.
All right.
Three-two count to Marcy. All right, ball 4. We got runners on the corners.
Yes, we do.
For the Fish.
Big moment. Big moment. Even in our game, I mean, I did not want to continue to downplay the fact that if you can stick around and hang within 2 runs here, you give yourself a legitimate chance, man. Come on.
Yeah, we have no idea what the Brewers pitching is going to be at the end of this game either.
Exactly. That's a good pitch to hit. He didn't hit it, so we'll take that. I mean, of all the days for Danny Jansen to have, let's make sure that it's not a career day here, you know? That's all.
You've gotten killed by some backup catchers this year. In the Cubs, McGuire, dude they called up from AAA at 2 home runs. The guy that got arrested for a charge I won't say on the stream, but it's really funny if you want to look it up.
Huge opportunity in Miami. Huge opportunity.
Yep, he stole a base.
I can't figure out which screen to watch.
Oh, he swung. He went 1-2. 1-2 in Miami. Let's just walk the guy. Is Yelich out of the game? He's DHing though, right? Yeah, no,
he's
didn't
not
get
out of the
Yelich
game.
out of the game. No, he's got a crack against Scott Barlow. This
Is
is
there-
a get right
is
for
there-
the postseason.
Is there
That bat.
is there any way we have anybody that can face him besides Scott Barlow?
I mean, if Scott Barlow's pitching this game, I don't know what your plan is, anyways.
I don't know either.
All right.
Helsley struck him out.
Yeah. Marlins get out. Mets get out of it. They head to the 8th. And
Where are we at? Where are we at out there?
they got Alonso, Nemo, and Vientos coming up. Middle of their order. So, big inning. Massive inning in Miami. If they can get through that, then they'd have the bottom coming up in the 9th. And we just dodged. Did we just dodge a bullet? Did we just dodge a bullet? Yes. Oh! Thank you. We move on, chat. We move on. Doesn't matter how high, doesn't matter how far. As long as it stays in the park, that's all that really matters, you know? Who cares about exit velocity and who cares about how far that could have gone? That doesn't matter. What matters is the game's 4-2, and we have a chance to finally, hopefully, score some runs, you know? So what do we got? What do we got going on here? Who made last out?
McLean.
We
We're
got
top
lead
of the
off
order.
up. Okay.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if the Marlins can somehow get through the next 2 innings, only put one runner on base, we avoid Lindor and Soto again.
I got a feeling that probably won't happen.
Yeah. I gotta look up a pronunciation guy for the Marlins pitcher. Fauché?
Fauché.
Fauché is the
Fauché. Fauché. It doesn't look like that. Some are saying it looks like Fowler. That's what some are saying.
All right, Mr. Fauché. He's had a nice year. 3.34 ERA, 64 games.
By the way, at some point in the family lineage, someone asked, hey, how do you say that name? And someone went, Fowler. And someone was like, no, it's not Fowler. It's Fauché.
It's big league pronunciation.
Yeah. I don't know how they got Fauché out of that, but sure.
All right, Calvin. Is this Koenig? Yeah. Yeah. Top of the order. Let's bring in a lefty. Face the Reds. Story as old as time. Strike one to Pete.
I feel like I'm watching a tennis match by going between screens like this. Just bing, bong.
I got mine right in the line of sight. I'm right. My eyes are right in the middle. So Tigers are 2 outs away from losing again. and the Guardians are losing, and they could literally lose their way to not win the division. 15.5 game lead. And you know when their downfall started? When they lost 2 out of 3 to the Cincinnati Reds. All right, leadoff hit for Pete Alonso.
Can we get some guys on base? Sal Stewart has to hit, by the way, right here, if there's anybody on base. That's no way. It's not even close. It's not even close. Come on, man. They won it, basically. Well, now the age-old question is I mean, I don't know what you do here.
Austin Hayes.
Yeah, is he available? Oh,
He's
he is.
hitting.
He's hitting. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. Will Benson goes in to replace him, I assume, immediately, right? Because he's not healthy enough to play left field. That's my guess. Because if he was, some are asking
Austin Hayes
where
could hit.
He could have hit way earlier in this game, but let's not get beside ourselves. Nick, lock it in, buddy. Okay, listen, I know you're frustrated. It doesn't make any sense. You can sit here and you can get upset about it and say, why in the world didn't he hit earlier? And someone would say that's completely justified. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he cannot play left field. He's not capable of playing left field, or they don't want him to play left field. So if that's the case, then they didn't want to have to put Benson in the game for this spot. They didn't want to have Benson the only guy available to hit right now, and that's the only rationalization I can come up with, okay? So there's your answer of why. Now, if he goes out and plays left field next inning, I don't know. I'm not.
Well, Trey, they only felt he was capable of 1 inning defensively.
Oh, yeah. So that's what it was. Yeah, they didn't want to run him out there for 3.
I mean, that could have tore him up.
All right. Fauché, do me a job here, buddy.
Oh, Fauché.
Fauché's making it interesting.
Oh, God.
Did he just call another ball a strike? I need Fauché more than anything right now. Oh, 95 right down the middle. All right. Well, that's an out.
Yeah, we got to lock it in.
All right, Fauché. Come on, baby. Come on. I don't know who this guy is. But I know I need him to start throwing the ball really well right now.
He's had a nice year.
I hope he has a really nice year after this outing.
Yeah.
Can we get a double play? Is that a thing?
Oh, what a pitch. Oh.
Get a double play.
Struck him out.
All right. Deep breaths. Come on, Fauché. You can do it, buddy. Come on.
Good first pitch. Good first pitch.
Please. One time. Make the pitch of your
Yes,
life.
come
Make the
on.
pitch of your life. Make the pitch of your life.
0-2, 0-2, 0-2.
Come on.
Good pitch. Good pitch 0-2. Good pitch 0-2. Connor Phillips.
Come on, Fauché. We got
Fouled it
split
off.
screen. We got split screen in our game now. Make a play up the middle. Okay. All right. I don't hate it.
Are the Reds ahead now? This is bottom 8. Yeah, the Reds game's gonna probably end first.
Yeah, I don't know at this point. Come on.
The Detroit Tigers below the AL Central. The last seed in the playoffs. Wow. Oh, Hayes is out there. Hayes is out there.
My God.
You're ahead of me. I'm going to be excited nonetheless. Yeah, sit down, boy. Poche, my guy. My guy.
I've been trying not to ruin it the whole day. You were looking at me this time. Most of the time, you're looking over. Yeah, you wanted to get my reaction because we made a bonehead move earlier in the game that if Austin Hayes can play left field, why in the hell is Gavin Lux even considering playing hitting against any left-hander? But maybe, like you said, they just want to get him. They want to test the waters out there. Just get him one inning of work, you know.
Lindor's due up third in the 9th inning for the
just throw strikes, Nick. If you throw strikes, let Lindor hit it as far as he wants, as long as you don't have anybody on base.
Is our guy Craig behind the scenes?
Yes, he is.
Doing my J-bar. What a guy! I just couldn't do it. I was like, I'm just gonna. It's gonna be whatever it is. Whatever I can get done in 4 minutes is what you're gonna get.
He's been back there. He's locked in. We're
locked
and loaded, folks. We're locked and loaded, folks. Come on.
Mets are bringing in their 8th pitcher into the game. The only guy that's gotten 2 innings of work is Diaz. That boy Connor. Diaz is the only reliever that got more than 3 outs.
Great outing.
6. That's good. That's good. You know what?
That was a nice bounce back for
positive
Phillips.
that we take from the Reds game today, it's going to be that right there.
I agree. That's massive for him.
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Listen, the Miami Marlins are allowed to score in the bottom of the 8th. That's a thing that we are allowed to do. We can get maybe 2 runs.
Norby's up.
Yes, he is. 1 for 2 with a walk and a run today.
Against a lefty. This guy eats lefties for breakfast.
Let's hope so.
I don't know that.
He's 1 for 1 with a home run in his career against Soto. Those two
I will
balls
tell-
aren't even on the screen, by the way, Nick, in the game cast.
I will tell you what. The Marlins for sure want the Reds to lose because they want to be the ones to eliminate the Mets. They are not rooting for the Reds.
Yeah.
The Reds are rooting for them, but it is not a it's not a two-way street. Shout out to the White Sox, but beat the Nationals 8-0 to end the year. Tyler Phillips warming up for the Fish. This dude is intense. He's like one of those like does a post-game interview and just like grunts.
I need to get on base here from a man Norby. Come on, find a way on base.
Well, the Reds are showing the 2020 highlights now. Norby!
Let's go.
Hustle, brother! Hustle, brother!
Come on.
Connor
No,
Norby came
we
to
don't
play
need
this
to- we
weekend.
don't- we don't
He
need
came
to
to
try to-
play.
Where are we
You
at
know
in
what,
the lineup?
Fish? You can sack bunt here. This is a sack bunt situation.
Are we sure? Who's up?
I don't know if this guy can bunt.
Where are they at in the lineup here?
This guy can't bunt. This
First
guy's
baseman.
a slugger.
Yeah, let's let him hit.
He hits lefties well though. He does it.
Let's let him hit.
He was only in the lineup because Manaea was starting. Tell you what, Andujar is not at a great game for a guy that looks so good the last couple games. He has had some terrible at bats.
I haven't refreshed game day in so long that I broke it. All right, here we go. Wagaman. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, Ellie, let's go. I could never have seen, based off the lineup that we put out, that we were only going to find a way to probably maybe score 2 runs today.
It's almost like it's hard to score runs without,
having
either
power.
hitting homers or balls in the gap or
Doesn't happen a lot.
Drop. No.
Not ideal in Miami.
I mean, it's still pretty ideal.
Yeah.
If you could have told me they'd be up 4-0 out of the eighth, I think I would have taken it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I just don't want someone who just clicked the YouTube.
Yeah, if you
screen.
just checked in, that's a bad time.
Not ideal in Miami.
Not ideal of the at-bat that we got out of Eric Wagaman. Everything else so far, I'm not upset about. By the way, was the defensive replacement of Cedric Mullins right there clutch? I didn't really get to see the play. I just seen it on game day.
No, it
was an easy play.
It hung up forever. It looked like one of those ones that might drop. It hung up.
Spencer Steer is the only guy that stands in for your Cincinnati Reds. It's like okay.
Yes. We got runners on the corners. Lindor couldn't field. It was a tough play. Well, Trace, this seems like a poetic way for the Cincinnati Reds.
We gotta survive the ninth. Here we go. Couldn't get it done ourselves. Should have known that was coming.
Did the runner get the second?
What do you mean? No, it's first and third.
The score bug on the game says second and third.
No.
Like, how
That's
did
a mess up.
Even the Marlins production crew is done for the year.
First and third. Could FanDuel do me a big favor and just flip over to that game and not even where? I mean, I don't know what kind of rights we have to have that, but that would be ideal.
You'd think Major League Baseball would say, you know what, this is kind of a they're showing fans that are watching it on their phones. Yeah. But we won't show it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right.
Here we go. Avaretto.
It's a backup catcher.
1 for 3 today though with a double.
He had a massive double.
Yeah.
Massive.
Let's just try to find ways to get the guy in from third. That's what we need here, folks. Come on. Come on, Miami. All right. 1-2 count. I don't know what you got yet, Nick, but that's what it is.
I just saw that become a 1-2 count.
Okay. Well, I will hold my reaction.
Just a little bit behind.
Yeah.
They did go split screen for you on the game.
FanDuel?
Yeah, although I hit live because I didn't think they were, and so now I'm not live with you. Now I'm ahead of you for that one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the game day if I can watch it over here. I'm gonna lock in. So you might be ahead of me.
I'm gonna pause it for about. I'm at 15, 14, 13. I'm gonna pause it again.
All right, I got.
These guys give you like a.
I got 1, 2, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. 10,
bang,
9,
pitch,
8, ball low.
Yeah, I might do a quick.
That's okay. You're good.
All right.
Here we go.
I'm going to take it off of this, and I'm going to watch it on a smaller screen so I can be
massive at bat. Come on. There's like no one over there on the right side.
Oh, he chased.
Oh no, they went to
they took it off
on of us. What are we doing?
All right, I gotta actually switch to the game then. That's what a weekend for Major League Baseball. We did have the.
I know. I thought that maybe because it probably just kicked away enough to where the guy at first could easily get there, but the guy.
Trace, do you have do you have any cable?
Yeah, I do. Is it?
Do you have MLB Network?
Yeah, I do.
MLB Network.
Is it?
I'm sure they're showing this game on MLB Network
okay.
now. They do like the live look-ins, and I'm sure that they're live looking this.
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll check it out right now.
Because the Reds are done, the Tigers are done. I
Yeah,
mean, like this is the only game that really I think probably matters much.
MLB Network. Live. Watch live. We got the Yankees and Baltimore right now, but I'll leave it on here in case they do pop it on.
I'm sure
there's 2 outs. I think they had this game on, Nick. So as soon as this game goes final, I think that they'll move it to MLB tonight. So it's not.
They'll probably come back in for the Mets half of the inning too. Like this is not really life and death for the casual viewer. They want to see the Mets portion of the inning.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. What happened?
Hit by pitch.
Hit by pitch. Okay.
Bases juiced. That's their 9-hole hitter too. So now we're back to the top of the order.
Okay. All right. That went final in New York. So now maybe they will move it over to the game here.
Listening to the Marlins radio broadcast now in the background. Our guy Jack McMullen, friend of the program.
That's nice. Yeah, big time. Yep, they did send it to Miami. Here we go. Love it. I have bases juiced 1-0.
I'm 0-1. I hear
What?
1-0. Bases loaded 0-1 to Edwards?
Yeah, they must have the score graphic wrong on MLB here.
Yeah, it's 0-1. He swung and fouled
Yeah,
off.
yeah. I'm getting ready to see what they think is the 1-0. But he fouls one off to the right.
The pitch. Ball outside.
Okay,
One
you're a
and
pitch
one.
ahead. You're a pitch ahead. What the hell is going on here? Now they have it as am I a whole pitch behind you? It's 0-1.
I'm 1-1.
Okay, so I'm 0-1. I'll see what's going on after this pitch here. Hold on. Ball outside. So my guess is they just had the graphic wrong until the first pitch, and then they fixed it.
Yeah,
So now
I
it's
just
1-1.
I'm going to see if I can pause it. All right, I'm going to pause it. I don't know if you get a pitch clock.
I don't get a pitch clock yet. Yeah, 10. I do. 10, 9, 8, 7,
You're
6,
seeing three
5,
split screens?
4. No, I'm still a pitch behind you. So now it's 2-1.
No. 2-1 fouled away?
No, 2-1
You're still
hasn't.
a whole pitch behind.
2-1 hasn't been fouled away. They're doing. I don't know. They're showing split screens over here. 2-1 fouled away. Over there. MLB Network is just behind by a lot. Nick, just go with it. Just go with it. I'm
okay.
I got FanDuel who's now showing the game over here. I got MLB Network who's showing the game, but they're not anywhere close to being synced up. So the closer one of the two is the MLB, the Reds situation. FanDuel. All right, so he's out based off your reaction. Okay.
Our hands.
Listen,
our season
4-0.
is in the hands of Tyler Phillips.
4-0 going into the 9th inning. We could not have asked for a better situation. Come on. Like the stream. Like the stream. All right, here we go, folks.
There's 1,300 people watching this right now.
That's right. If you haven't already, please like the stream. That would be very, very kind of you. And the other thing would be nice is subscribe to the channel. That would be cool. I think we're trying to get to 20,000.
We got some supers.
Go ahead,
I'm
knock some
sorry.
supers
I'm
out.
sorry. I'm sorry. Kyle Craven, $20 super chat. Sorry if this was covered, but why pitch
We don't
Dolo
know.
after blowing the lead? Does it burn him for the Dodgers series? Why not pinch it sooner? Trevino, is it all hands on deck? Nick, did you catch shout out on the first? I didn't catch it, but thanks, Kyle. We'll talk about that we'll do a post-game show after this ends. But apparently on the broadcast, it was mentioned that they believe Lodolo is still available for a potential game 2. Scott, $20 super chat. Folks have to stop using the phrase backed in. There's no backing in. There's people at home and there's people playing baseball in October. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we agree. I mean, they won 2 of 3 this weekend.
Exactly.
So, I mean, they've
won 9 out of the last 13.
9 out of 12. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, 9 out of 13 now. Mike Dean, Tito needs to take a baseline dementia test. Okay. Shout out to you, Mike Dean. Flat Rock, that's it. I'm canceling my FanDuel. He got it to the end of the year. Mike Dean, Sal Stewart got 0 plate appearances today. Yeah. We don't get it. Noah Downing, laughing my ass off. I can't wait to watch the Reds go 18 innings of no hitting in LA.
Hey, easy killer. Let's get to LA first, all right?
Yeah. Mr. Jones, Scott Barlow with a clutch out against Yelich. You got to love the heart and grit Barlow plays with. Yeah, he's been playing terrible, so shout out to him. Flat Rock, you guys have been so great this year. Thank you, Flat Rock, for your support. Mott Fish Sticks, let's go Marlins. Yes. Can we get that in the chat? Here we go again at Marlins game. We got boots on the ground, Trace.
No, I love that.
A decent chunk of red shirts.
Yes.
All right. I mean, hey, they probably picked the right game to go to.
Yeah.
Today. And Chris Kyle will be all caught up. This stream has been so great today. Was hoping for a Reds win, but it's been a joy watching with you all. Shout out to you, Chris. I appreciate that. We're just two dudes watching baseball, hoping our favorite baseball team can somehow survive this stupid baseball season.
We're caught up. What a dumb game, man. What a dumb season. I mean, I got to be honest with you. There's about 13,000 things going through my head right now.
Throw a strike, brother.
Oh, you're that far ahead. I'm still on commercial break at MLB Network. Golly, this game's going to be over.
No big deal, MLB Network. No big deal.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Harold Reynolds to come on and start chapping about something. I don't even know what's going on here on the MLB Network. Come on.
Let's take a look at the Yankees game one potential starter.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Cedric Mullins. Ooh, strike right down the pipe. All right. Phillips has found it. Oh, Lord.
I need them to come back from break, Nick. What are we doing?
Sorry,
come on.
It's 0-1 to Mullins.
Arch Manning is wearing some shorts that I could care less about right now. Okay?
Swinging a drive to the warning track. Oh, players nearly collided, but we got to catch. We got one out, Trace. We got one out. We got one out to Miami. Wait, is that Joey Weimer? Is that our guy Joey Weimer?
Joey Weimer? The guy that we got that then got sent to the Royals like 2 days later, and now he's in Miami?
I'm pretty sure that's Joey Weimer. Yeah, he's in the game.
Wait a minute.
You see them almost collide?
Yeah.
I thought for sure that was going to happen.
Okay. There's a guy on first base, though.
Yes, they walked the leadoff batter.
Okay.
He walked the leadoff batter.
They took so
Lindor,
long to come
grab
back
ball!
from break.
Grab ball!
Double
Second
play.
base! It's over! We did it!
I got to see it with my own eyes, Nick.
It's over. They're showing sad messages.
The second base.
It's over. It's over. We did it. We did it.
Oh, what a play. What a play. What a miracle. What a miracle. There's Easter Sunday, and then there's the 2025 Cincinnati Reds making the postseason. And I tell you, if you watch this team all year long, they're not far off. Nick.
God bless the Miami Marlins. We love you. We appreciate you.
Oh my gosh.
Should I switch back to the Reds broadcast now?
I don't know. I don't know how this baseball team did it. I really don't, man. But you know what? It doesn't matter anymore. It just doesn't matter at all. You get a chance to go into LA playing with house money. You got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. And the Reds have conquered the postseason with 83 wins. How in the absolute hell did we get here? I don't know. How did 83 wins get you in the postseason, Nick? I mean, genuinely. 83 wins. I went out to the Dominican Republic in the early years of 2024, and I snagged some cigars that are probably drier than a bone right now. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to smoke one of these when the Reds actually make the postseason. And I remember last year people chirping me saying those things will probably be dust by the time you get to them. Well, I got news for you. I've never smoked a cigar before. I don't even know how these things work. But I know this. When we come back, your boy right here is going to be smoking them. We got a show to do, Nick. We got a show to do. And I don't know how we're going to do it. And I don't know if these graphics are going to go away. I don't know how it's all going to work, but we're going to try to do a show, and we'll be back right after this with all the super chats. If you're in here, stick around. Hit the like button and subscribe. And one more time for 2025, you get to hear this opener before we watch postseason baseball for the first time on Chatterbox Reds.
And a bench to bench. Change hit in the air to deep right field. That goes Clemente. At the save. He's done. Get out of here, baseball. He scored. Oh, my God. Can you believe it? Johnny Bench has tied it up. The Cincinnati Reds win the World Series in 4 straight. It was a sweep. In the dirt. It's a wild pitch. Here comes Foster. The Reds win the pennant. Perkins won the game. That ball is fair. Cincinnati's ahead. 2 games to none. Welcome, Joe Randa to Cincinnati. Adam Dunn has done it again. Benzinger backing and calling. And the 1990 World Championship belongs to the Cincinnati Reds.
Marty, yes. This is Adam from Milwaukee. Hey, Adam, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? Good. Do you think Scott Hatterberg's a good player?
Dunn up there with the bases loaded, the outfield deep and around toward right, and the 1-0 on the way to the plate. Swung on, long drive, right field, and this one belongs to the Reds.
And a high drive. Hit back into deep right field. Junior has just knocked the door down to the 500 club. Benson's first home run is a walk-off winner. That ball had a family.
And De La Cruz is, oh my goodness, look at this kid run. My, oh my, that is a triple.
Matt McClain's first big league bomb. Spencer Steer's first big league hit is a home run to straightaway center field. Joey Votto's done it again. The pitch. Votto swings high in the air. Right field. Yes! He pointed to the dugout to say, I told you. That is Joey Votto's 315th career go-ahead ribby. Only Johnny Bench had more as a Red.
And I can't tell you how much it means to play in front of everyone here in Cincinnati as a Red. What a gift. What a tremendous gift. So thank you. Thank you.
I think I can speak for all of Reds country. Joey Votto, thank you.
High drive, left center field, racing back to the line, Bourgeois. The Reds are National League Central Division champions. In the air, left center field. Did he? He did! He did! Red win! Win! Line to right field. Genius, the first Red ever with 4 home runs in a game. Can you believe it? In the air, down the right field line. Does it have a chance? The Reds have won on a 3-run home run on opening day by Ramon Hernandez. A strike away and out away is Homer Bailey. Ground ball to third. Frazier gloves. Throw to first, and Homer Bailey, for the second time in his major league career, has tossed a no-hitter. Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Holy Moses, the second player in major league history to hit 7 home runs in the first 10 games. In the air, and the Reds win. What a dream beginning to the career of Jay Bruce.
Nick, I think people are thinking that I'm trolling when I tell them that I've never one time in my life smoked a cigar. Never one time in my life have I smoked a cigarette. Yet, this thing's probably drier than dry, and I must tell you, we're going to smoke it, okay? My wife told me I better open up a window. There's no windows down here. Am I in trouble? Probably. But you know what? There's only things that can come around every so often. This thing might catch fire completely, by the way, and just literally rip right through it. But this is for everybody. And, yeah, we're going to ignite the night. We'll get to some baseball comments here in a minute. Did the game go as we expected, Nick? Maybe kind of, but not totally. And you know what? It doesn't matter. This show is not going to be about nothing other than the Cincinnati Reds being in the postseason for the first time in what has been a long time. And heaven forbid they do something that they haven't done since 1995. So for all those that have doubted him, for all those that have believed all year long, both of you would probably be in a crazy world. But nonetheless, this cockroach team, they deserve this light, and we'll give it hell. Here we go. Nick, I gotta tell you, that went down about as smoothly as a Santiago Espinal at bat right now. But you know what? We're going to keep giving it hell throughout the show. I'll get this thing lit here in a minute. Nonetheless, for those that are wondering, yeah, I got this around. I can't believe it. I really genuinely can't believe it, Nick. I know I'm supposed to have a way with words right now and be a professional, but this baseball team finding themselves in the postseason is absolutely unbelievable. I guess your opening thoughts, I know you went to get something because I seen you gone from your seat until there was about 2 seconds left to come back into this show. No idea what you got, but.
Well, I wanted to thank my wife for watching 4 Children by herself for the last 2.5 hours so I could scream at the New York Mets losing and have a good time. So I wanted to do that. Also, have you hit record?
No, good call on that. That's a big league. That's a big league move by you.
And third,
what do you got?
I got this at a Cleveland Guardians postseason game in 2022. It's got a little postseason. Which camera?
What's it got?
Little postseason logo on it. Cheers.
Cheers to everybody. Got no clue if this is going to stay lit or not. All right, I can't hit that too many more times, or there won't be a show. There won't be a show. But for those that are wondering, yeah, it's a little dry, and it is working completely. So what do we talk about? I don't know. I've never been here before. I'm usually talking about July baseball games, whether they matter or don't matter. I had a screenshot saved, Nick, that I didn't really want to use today. If I was a bigger man, or I should say if I was a lesser man, I would have definitely pulled it out of my drafts today. But I decided not to because there was somebody that told me back when we played the New York Mets after the All-Star break. I don't know if you remember, but we played them right after the All-Star break, and we found a way to not be able to come back and win a very, very winnable game on getaway day in New York. And I was upset saying that in order to be able to catch this Mets team or be able to catch anybody in the postseason that's going to make the postseason, it's going to take a special run. And somebody suggested to me and came at me pretty strong, suggesting that this was just a normal 1 of 162. And I got to tell you, if the Miami Marlins didn't find a way to win today, that would have been a pretty damning statement, considering the fact that that would have been the differentiator, along with the Injabo trying to save game 1 of 162, along with Diaz having a broken cleat with the bases juiced right on the ropes with the chance to start the series off against the Mets, and you were incapable of winning that. And then all the other plethora of things that have happened. But you know what? We're 0-0. We're 0-0, and the Los Angeles Dodgers are 0-0. And that's the beautiful thing about baseball, Nick, is that the truth of the matter is it doesn't matter anymore. And that is the most unbelievable, damning thing that I have ever seen in a season, is that this team made the playoffs. And I'm not hopefully that it doesn't come off as like a negative thing. I'm just saying I am shocked. I am genuinely shocked. This feels like a massive upset. Season was dead, Nick. The season was dead, dude. I mean, we genuinely were at a spot at one point in this season where I understood everyone in the chat telling me that it was football season. I completely understood it. But You never say never, man. And you got to give these Redlegs credit. You got to give them all credit. And you know who needs more credit? And I hope that all the people that are listening, if you're a Reds fan and you have socials, we need to give Derek Johnson some freaking credit around here, okay? He does not get enough credit that he deserves. This baseball team has lived and died by the starting pitching all year long, and the pitching staff as a whole, and his name very rarely comes up. And I know what's going to happen in the national media. Tito Francona this, Tito Francona that, and I'm not downplaying his role, okay? I'm not trying to make this whether you like Terry or don't like Terry, whether you love Tito or you don't love Tito. This isn't about that. What it is that at some point, let's at least give Derek Johnson the major kudos he deserves, because I don't know anybody that has a group of men that have done more for their baseball team than what Derek Johnson's men have done this year. So that's all I wanted to say before we got into this whole entire topic of the Reds and the postseason and where it's going and what's going to happen. But unbelievable day to be a Reds fan. And I know there's going to be people that are like, oh, you won 83 games. Are you going to hang a banner? You know, listen, if you ain't been a Reds fan, just get the hell. Just take that nonsense and get out of here with it, okay? Yeah, I am going to celebrate the fact that we made the postseason with 83 wins, and I'm not going to feel sorry about it, Nick.
Team had a 1.3% playoff odds after they lost the first game of the series to the New York Mets on September 5th. That is one of the most improbable trips to the postseason ever. I don't know exactly how that stacks up, but that stacks up certainly. In 2021, the St. Louis Cardinals went on this crazy run to make the postseason. I think we all remember that. The Cardinals, Devil Magic, all that. The Cardinals playoff odds that was so improbable that they came back from were 2.8% at their lowest point in September. I mean, the Cardinals were at double better odds than this Reds team did. So, crazy run, yes. The Mets absolutely played a major hand into it, but this team also won 9 out of their last 13 games. They won a series in Milwaukee, something they hadn't done. They had lost 13 consecutive series. They beat Quinn Priester on Friday night, a guy that had won 19 consecutive games, and they had been dead 10, 15 times this year. And every time they found a way to get back up and give themselves a chance. And when you give yourself a chance, sometimes great things can happen, and a great thing happened to our favorite baseball team.
Yes, listen, I had this team dead, and so did every other rational person that has watched this team over the course of 162. Let's face it, there are times where you want to pull your hair out trying to watch this offensive team. There are times where you feel like maybe there's just no way in the world you can stack wins together when you have the inconsistencies that this team has. Sure, I believed all that, and I still hold that to be somewhat true. And yes, should you make the postseason by winning 83 games? Maybe not. But the reality is it just at this point, you know, I'm just not going to get myself into a spot where I'm supposed to feel sorry about making the postseason. We're not going to do it. And listen, the box score recap, I say for today's purposes, it's probably the first show in the history of the shows right now that we don't really recap the game. It'll be in the podcast version for all of you that are listening right now. There is a podcast that comes out that is a little bit different, and I say a little bit, it's quite significantly different than this show in and of itself. So if you haven't, you can go to Apple, you can go to Spotify, you can go wherever you watch podcasts or listen to podcasts, I should say, and you can download it. We go live in the 9th inning of every single game, but we also have a podcast available each and every game thereafter. So it'll be ready for you in the morning. But nonetheless, I guess, Nick, if you kind of want to maybe just do some quick rundown or whatever you feel fit, but I kind of want to get into the nuts and bolts maybe of the day's game, and then maybe some of the decisions that we're going to try to find ourselves in as we move forward into LA.
Yeah, definitely not going to go through everything that happened, but we'll kind of give you the talking points for the show so you kind of know. Brady Singer started the game for the Reds, went 3 1/3, did give up 3 runs. Reds went to Nick Lodolo, kind of surprisingly. He threw an inning. Chase Burns threw an inning in a third, and then Scott Barlow and Connor Phillips finished it up. Reds offense, not much outside of the glorious bats of TJ Friedl and Elly De La Cruz. Elly De La Cruz, that's now 3 home runs for him, and I believe the last 2 weeks. But the Reds lose 4-1 to the Milwaukee Brewers. Reds finished the season 83-79. But the Miami Marlins pitching staff, Edward Cabrera, 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, struck out 7 Mets batters. And then the Miami Marlins bullpen, how about 4 shutout innings in relief? The the Mets, they tried. They threw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pitchers out there today, but it didn't matter because they could not score a single run. The $340 million New York Mets fall to Nick Krall's Cincinnati Reds in Game 162.
Unbelievable. This team had Garrett Hampson and Connor Joe playing the corner outfield spots at one time for this team. I got to tell you, it is unbelievable. What a remarkable turnaround it has been. And we have a DSC Deep Drive of the Day, as always, by Deep South Commodities. Craig can throw it up there now. TJ Friedel got into a baseball, 103.5 off the bat, 416 feet, sailed into the right field bleachers. That would give the Reds I think at the time, a 2-0 lead. Run probability would be 72%, and we all know it would wind up being 0%, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because the Miami Marlins, they got it done. Who says that they don't have a great team? DSC, though, they are a leader in renewable commodities for biofuel production, specializing in used cooking oil collection, aggregation, and sales. Visit www.deepsouthcommodities.com for more information, and thank you to our friends at DSC. As always, Omaha Steaks right now, they have a red hot sale event. You can get 50% off of site-wide everything on there, omahasteaks.com. You can get an extra $35 off as well if you use the promo code Chatterbox. We had kind of teased this, Nick. We said, hey, might not be nothing better than having some steaks on the grill when some cool September air comes rolling in and you're watching some postseason baseball. Well, now's the time. Now's the time. Go to omahasteaks.com, use the promo code Chatterbox, and you can get $35 extra off, along with the 50% off right now for the red hot, appropriately named sale event. Well, how did we get here? Oddly enough, they didn't finish the deal today. It would have been maybe a little extra sweet if they were capable of doing it, Nick, because you'd have the ability to see them celebrate, right? I'm assuming we're probably going to get a chance to maybe see some clips. Certainly, I don't know if the network's still showcasing the game right now or not, but there are no doubt that we're going to get to see some clips of it. But it would have been a little extra special, no doubt, if you kind of shut the door, if you will, on your own. Singer, for all intents and purposes, wasn't his best today, but I guess more or less, you only give up 4 runs. You know, that's the crazy thing. It's not like you didn't have a chance to come back and win this game multiple times. We had debated, I guess would be the right word, live on air. What exactly was going on. I know that currently, if you want to go back and look, if you want to say it that, of the post-game celebrations, do so. I know Craig might have some of those dialed up or whatever, but nonetheless, I don't want to take any chances on somebody telling me that we have a copyright problem. But point is that should they have taken him out before and given Chase Burns a chance to strike out the 9-hole, get you out of the inning, and maybe this game goes a little bit differently? I don't know. But Singer's a guy we're going to have to trust moving forward, and I guess hopefully this was just a little bump in the road moving forward, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was 2 not his best starts this week. I don't think I would hold that against him. I still would have all the confidence. I mean, he obviously would not pitch again until the NLDS if you're able to take down the big bad LA Dodgers, but I'd have all the confidence for him in game 1 of an NLDS series. I think he's had an incredible year, and he's a massive reason why the Reds are in this spot. I mean, he took the ball every 5th day all year long, ends the season with a 4.03 ERA, and obviously the guy that he was traded for didn't have a good year, so it looks very good in retrospect from that perspective as well. But yeah, not his best effort. We talked about during the broadcast, just so many decisions today that just did not make sense. Why you would be so aggressive to use Nick Lodolo but not go get Brady Singer after he put a runner on second base when you already had Chase Burns warming, you had the bottom of the order, all right-handed batters. Feels like guys that would have had very little chance of having success off of Chase Burns versus seeing Brady Singer for a second or maybe third time at that point, probably second time.
Yep.
But yeah, there was a lot of decisions that didn't make sense, and I hope some of those decisions are cleaned up for the postseason, because whether you survive or not, the decisions that were made today were flat out wrong.
Yeah, I guess that's That's the thing with this show, and that's the thing with this team and the decisions that have been made all year long. Is it's a really fine balance. It's a tough balance between, hey, I'm just glad they got it done. Like, yeah, I know that they didn't go out and theoretically win, and everyone's going to say, well, you backed in and all that. But we've already kind of gone over that 1,000 times, and I don't want to make it 1,001 about how we should feel about whether our favorite teams in the postseason because of they went out and got it or they didn't. I don't know, but I know that they are. He's going to have to pitch better for this team to do something special. I don't think that that's any breaking news to anybody that's watched him. As far as the decision-making in this game, there's a lot of things that happen in this game that don't make a whole lot of sense, and it's going to be, moving forward, probably the biggest thing is going to be the lineup decisions that have to be made because you, at this point, Nick, I think you treat it as a new season. I know during the regular season you kind of wanted to more or less try to make sure that you didn't rock the boat too much and make it feel like you're panicking or you're maybe trying to overreach for something. I got to be frank with you, Nick. I'm ready to pull the trigger on some risky moves because at this point it's like let's just throw some Hail Marys out there and hope they stick, whether that's moving Spencer Steer to second base, whether that's Sal Stewart taking a chance at second base, whether that's deciding that you're going to still stick with McLean there, but then that ultimately, in my opinion, makes it to where you can't play Ke'Bryan Hayes at third base. It's just, and it's kind of like a domino effect here for me, and I know that's maybe not totally fair, but I just don't think that you're going to be capable of doing anything special when you have and Trevino can't play for the rest of the postseason as a starting. I don't care who's pitching or not. I don't care if the pitchers love Trevino or not. It's just you cannot have a lineup that has Trevino, Hayes, and McLean 8, 7, 8, 9. It's a non-serious situation, especially when you have the guys sitting on the bench that we have that are capable of running into a baseball. You've seen it today, right? Like, we're not bringing it up because, or we're not making a huge deal about it because the Reds found a way to get in because of the Marlins. But if they were to lose today 4-2 like they did, and let's just say the Mets were to win, that has nothing to do with them, by the way, we would be talking about the decision of hitting Trevino, Hayes, and McLean with a guy on second base, right, with nobody out, and not being able to get that guy in a situation where you could have played add-on. And that is the ultimate $1,000,000 question. Ke'Bryan Hayes, awesome guy to bring in the seventh inning maybe when you're up by a couple runs. No doubt about it. He's a little bit of he's certainly a little bit of a better version than Espinal, right? But I don't want to get it twisted. The difference between Espinal, McLean, and Hayes maybe isn't as drastic as we want to make it out to be at times. McLean, unfortunately, I'm with you, Nick. I'm not giving up on Matt McLean at all. At all. Like, is there a chance that he just needs to get healthy with the shoulder and it's just bugged him and then all of a sudden that bled into his confidence and then it's just snowballed into the season that he's had? That's what I'm hoping for. But I'm willing to find that out in 2026. Moving forward, I need to give guys a chance that are capable of running into some baseballs that might accidentally get hot at the right time and just absolutely carry you through what could be a postseason victory against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, is that likely? Some are going to say there's no chance of it. But I love our chances in a 3-game set. I don't love our chances in a 7-game set for obvious reasons. And one thing that did happen today, Nick, I like to say on the lineup per se, but one thing that did happen today that was a positive is that we did not use Hunter Green. And I think that was a major, major, major decision that needed to be made no matter what, is that we do not need to use him because we need him in L.A.
Yeah, I disagree with you a little bit in terms of I'm okay with Hayes and McLean starting. I don't have an issue. I think I'm probably on an island there. Trevino started 2 games as catcher for Brady Singer, and Singer gave up 4 earned runs in both starts. So
right,
it kind of hurts that narrative of that. I want Tyler Stevenson in the lineup. I also like. I'm not playing these bad defenders out in left field. It's just,
that's what
it's
I'm
just
saying.
like
That's fair.
They don't pick one. They like play both sides of the aisle on it.
Right.
But a guy like Sal Stewart, I mean, he hits a home run yesterday. Like, he just has the upside, and Will Benson, I think, has the upside. And if you're going to beat the Dodgers, you're probably not going to beat the Dodgers with a bunch of bloop singles. And maybe they will. Maybe you get lucky and you do. But I think your chances of beating the Dodgers is hopefully you sneak a couple home runs out, like the Reds did today. Like, the Reds faced really good pitching today. They hit 2 home runs, and that kind of gave them a chance. So, yeah, I definitely would pinch it, though, for Hayes and McLean when you're losing, though. Like that's the thing. Like I'm not as far with you in terms of like I'm fine with them starting, but if you're behind, like yeah, pinch hit for them. What are you giving up at that point? You're losing. Try to give yourself a chance. Those were the moves that made the least amount of sense to me was the Reds' lack of caring about defense in left field, and then when they were trailing, not pinch hitting.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. If you're going to sit here and you're going to say that, hey, I like the idea of having Hayes and McLean in there for the obvious reasons that they can pick it and they can play good defense, and you're going to live with the whole defense and pitching mantra, okay, then you can't play Gavin Lux in left field. You can't play Spencer Steer in left field. That's where you completely lose me. Now, as I've said before, I've kind of watched this team long enough now to where I'd rather just go down swinging and take my chances with a team that I think might be able to have enough offensive firepower to compete with the Dodgers. I just don't think. I don't think you're going to be able to kind of like nicky-knack way you're around the postseason and try to win these 2-1, 1-0 games that they've found themselves winning from time to time this year. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they find a way to go out and win 1-0, 2-1. As long as they win, that's all I care about. But it just seems unrealistic to ask, especially when you run up against some of these lineups you're going to run up against in the postseason. It's just, again, I get the concept. I get the idea. But Matt McLean today, nothing. He's been nothing. He has not been the guy that we need him to be. And at some point, you got to make a move. And I just don't think a serious baseball team is going to have Matt McLean playing second base for them. Now, having said that, how could you go about putting people in the lineup that makes sense to replace him? I don't know. It seems like I will say this. It seems like Gavin Lux would be the guy that they would put at second base because they've done it before on multiple occasions now to try to make that happen. It did seemingly kind of felt obvious that on getaway day for a game that you had to have against the Pittsburgh Pirates that wasn't all that long ago, they did make that move. They decided to put Lux at second base and give McLean the day off. And now I know McLean got a chance to play again in Milwaukee, but it'll be interesting to see what they do. And I think that's maybe the biggest storyline moving into LA is Tito going to kind of just completely reassemble this offense, and will he completely reassemble the lineup to try to get them a chance? Does Elly move up in the lineup? Does he decide to maybe move Marte down in the lineup? I don't know. I mean, there's a million ways you can go about it, but I got to tell you, I need Sal Stewart and I need Andujar, and I need, quite frankly, at some point, if there's a right-handed pitcher, I need Will Benson, in my opinion, to get some opportunities because I think he's a good defender in the outfield as well. And for all of those that are sitting here acting like, the Reds, nothing changed. Something did change, Nick. I don't want to sit here and go on a tirade tonight about what changed, but they decided to start playing different guys. And you can go back and look. When they decided to start playing different guys, what happened to this team and when they started winning. And if you don't want to say that, and I'm not trying to suggest it was all one player, but the truth of the matter is that they made some adjustments in the outfield, and it worked out. And ultimately, we'll see if they're capable of doing anything in the postseason. But the fact that they got there is an absolute, I'll call it a miracle because that's how I feel. And the truth is that I think that they're going to have to take a risk, man. Like I just don't think that you're going to be able to line up behind center here and hand the ball off up the middle 3 times and expect to be able to get first downs continually from a football perspective analogy here against these high-profile teams like the Dodgers.
Yeah, I do think that the defense was a reason why the Reds are still playing. I think that it goes unnoticed a lot, but the Reds went from one of the worst teams in Major League Baseball defensively to a team that was average for most of the year. And then of late, in the month of September, the Reds were +6 outs above average. That ranks 6th in Major League Baseball. The New York Mets, who just got eliminated, were at -1. So I do think the defense matters in that. For me, like I'm okay sacrificing defense a little bit for guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. I have a hard time sacrificing defense for Gavin Lux, who has a 106 isolated power. Like that's where I really have a difficult time sacrificing defense. But like you play a game today, Trace, and a stat that just is completely powered. It's called isolated slugging. It literally isolates your power. The Reds' top 4 players, 3 of them sat on the bench today. Now, Sal Stewart and Will Benson. Sal Stewart's number 1, far and above everyone else. Very small sample. Will Benson's number 2. Andujar's number 3. Stevenson is number 4. Like, that's the chances I want to take. So I think we disagree a little bit on who should play, but I like Stewart and Benson, I think should be in there. Stewart probably especially, but Benson's a good defender too. Like Benson kills 2 of those birds with one stone. He's a guy that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, and he's a guy that can play good defense and save you runs too. That's why I have a hard time. And I get Gavin Lux has had some big hits, and I get Gavin Lux is an experienced guy. It's just like there's so many moves that it is a tough call in some ways, but for me, it's hard to go down leaving guys on the bench that I know can hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Yeah, and listen, we're gonna find ourselves in a spot where you're gonna have to do some pinch hitting in the postseason. The good news is that you have you basically have what is expanded rosters. You've already brought this up multiple times because you don't need as many guys on the staff, pitching staff.
Singer's not going to be on the roster either. I don't think.
You're just saying from an unavailability standpoint that you don't think that.
Well, the series is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like, I don't even think you put him on the roster. That's another roster spot that you have.
Yeah. Well, my point in saying this is that you're going to get opportunities to pinch hit from a platoon perspective, right? I always felt like the reason that maybe Will Benson doesn't get as many opportunities is because they're concerned about the idea that, maybe in the 3rd inning that they come in and they have a huge spot, and then all of a sudden in a postseason or maybe even the regular season they come out and they throw a left-handed pitcher. But the oxymoronic thing about that is today Gavin Lux gets a chance to hit against left-handed pitching where he's been abysmal, and then all of a sudden you like to think that Austin Hayes wasn't available because he hasn't been available for the past 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden he is available and he plays left field. So it's just, again, it doesn't. There's just not a lot of logic here, and that's fine. It's just kind of like I'm gonna let the results completely tame my thought process on how well we're doing when it comes to making decisions from a lineup perspective and who plays and who doesn't. Is that the right way to manage? Is that the right way to go about making decisions in life or being able to hold opinions or perspective on things? No, terrible. You wouldn't get very far if you behaved in that manner. But that's the way I'm going to treat it because I'm just tired of I guess where I'm at is this. I've gotten beat down so much this year about all these people basically saying that, there's just negativity, this, negativity, that. My favorite team just got to the postseason for what is the first time in a while. It's the first opportunity yet again in my lifetime that I can remember them to actually advance in the postseason. I'm extremely excited, and I'm happy about it. But I'm also going to openly say that, yeah, a lot of this stuff doesn't make sense. And you know what? I'm hoping and praying that when we run out game 1 against the Dodgers, we don't have automatic outs at the bottom of the lineup. I don't know if that's too much to ask, but that's where I'm at. And I say this: I am willing to risk that for the chance of getting burned on some defensive play happening. And I'm willing, and I guess what I'm saying is I know that. But we're also risking a guy in left field not making a play because we want to put him in the lineup. So if we're going to do that, we view it the exact same way. We just view it in opposite ways. Like you're saying, hey, I'll live with the defense because that just seems like what we're capable of doing. I'm saying, well, I'll live with the fact that we might make an error or two in the field when I just can't believe that we're going to find a way to win games in this manner. Like today is a perfect example. We scored 2 runs today. In the Pirates series, we scored 1 run, 2 runs, 2 runs. Is that right? I don't remember. But it wasn't. I mean, I just don't know how you win in the postseason against the Dodgers doing that. But like I said, I'll happily be wrong again. People are going to say I was already wrong. I called him dead. I did call him dead. But it seems illogical to not put some of these guys in the lineup that might be able to hit the ball over the fence.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think with Hunter Green, man, I do think you can win a game 2-1. Like, I do think it's possible. So, yeah, we disagree a little bit on that. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter what we say because I think we all know what the lineup will be on Tuesday.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I don't usually do the super chats, and Chin Yoon says Trace and Nick complaining about power on a team that can't get on base. Look at the Mets; they hit bombs. They're not in the playoffs. Yeah, they have like 7 or 8 guys that are on the IL who are pitching. They pitched 8 guys today. I get they got shut out. But, like, if we're going to sit there and act like the Mets lineup is the reason why they scuffled down the stretch and couldn't make the postseason, did you watch what they did in Chicago? They were winning games 10-4, 11-6. Like, just maybe I shouldn't entertain those illogical comments. But my point in saying all this is it realistic to expect to go into LA and win the way that this team has tried to win all year long? It seems like it's a different game now. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. There's 162, and then now there's a 3-game set. How do you want to go about it? We shall find out.
I do think, though, to that point, I don't think that this fan base is given enough credit to how dominant this pitching staff is and how it was assembled and the work that they did to assemble it. I don't think they've put enough stock into the massive improvements defensively that coincides with that success defensively. I mean, the New York Mets had a $340 million payroll and couldn't assemble a pitching staff that was even remotely close to as good as the Cincinnati Reds. So that's the reason the Reds are still standing. Like, every part of your team building counts. So, like, just because maybe the most exciting part the Reds didn't do a very good job at, don't discount the job that they did assembling the rest of it, because that's why they're still standing right now.
No doubt. And listen, we've been healthy as well, a knock on wood, but that's been a very fortunate thing that has happened for this team as well, is that they have found a way to stay healthy pretty much for the entirety of the season. And yes, I know Hunter Green missed some starts. I know Nick Lodolo has his kind of flare-ups from time to time, but from a holistic view, that this team has done a very good job of staying healthy from a starting pitching and also bullpen perspective, that has allowed us to save the day. And you know what? It is what it is now, but moving forward, we'll see what ultimately happens. And I know this, like you said before, it's house money. I 100% believe that. I of course, am going to be heartbroken if they can't find a way to get it done in L.A. and get us over the proverbial hump that we have not been able to get over since 1995. I've heard it 1,000 times, and 1,000 more times will come if they're incapable of winning the series against the Dodgers. But it just seems impossible that they found themselves in the spot. So now I'm just kind of feeling great about it, and maybe that's what's making me a little more relaxed on the idea of throwing a bunch of guys out there that might be able to hit the ball but can't play a position, because I already feel like we're playing with house money. So it's like, let's run a couple trick plays. Why not? That's where I'm at. But nonetheless, just want to say 988 been a supporter of this program all year long, and they can be a supporter of you in a time of crisis. Please text or call 988 day or night. It's an anonymous hotline. If you are not feeling well or a loved one perhaps might need some help, it's okay to not be okay. You can also visit mantherapy.org to get help as well. Once again, you can text and or call 988 and visit mantherapy.org to get help. We obviously have some super chats, and they are coming in the droves, Nick. We will get to the wild card rotation here in just a second, and of course the roster in and of itself, and then I can't believe it, but we'll talk about the Dodgers in just a bit as well. I know usually we throw these up on the screen. Otherwise, Craig, I will just start ripping from the very top. I don't know where we stopped last. Let's see here. Did you get Reese Rogers? Diaz is done. Things on the road. We did do that one. Please like the stream. They deserve it. Thank you. Kyle Craven says, he already said we got that one as well. Scott also mentioned the back end. I think we talked about that. I'm going to read it just in case. But Scott said, folks have to stop using the phrase backed in. There's no backing in. There's people sitting at home. I know you mentioned this already, Nick. And there are people playing baseball in October. Doesn't matter. And if a big win happens in game 162 or 161. That's right. They all count the same. And we had plenty, Scott, of opportunities this year where the ball didn't bounce our way. Okay, that's a fact. Mike Dean, also, the whole call stands thing. We didn't even get into that, but we glossed over that in this game. I don't know how in the world New York overturned that call earlier in the game, and that would have been a big out. But anyway, Mike Dean says Tito needs to take a baseline dementia. You already mentioned that. Where are we at right now? Why am I struggling to find out where we stopped at? Noah Downing says LMAO, I can't wait to watch the Reds go 18 innings. You already said that one. Dyke Jones, Scott Barlow. Dyke Jones says Scott Barlow with a clutch out against Yelich. You got to love the heart and grit Barlow plays with. Well, he needs to showcase more of that clutch grit gene here a little bit. Barlow did get out of that jam, Nick. We were a little concerned about that, but he did, so you got to give him some credit there. Hasn't been great of late. We'll talk about the roster construction here in a minute. I'm sure Barlow's name will come up. But Flat Rock 79 says, you guys have been so great this year. Thank you. Thank you, Flat Rock. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody that has given us support all year long. Mott Fish Flake says, let's go Marlins. Here we go again. Says he's at the Marlins game. Decent chunk of red shirts. You've already said that one. I don't know how many of these. We might just be reiterating all of these, but nonetheless, we appreciate your super chats. So you're getting them twice. Chris Kyle says, the stream's been great today. Was hoping for a Reds win. It's been a joy watching with you all. Thank you, Chris. It's been a joy doing this, to be honest with you. I mean, you do this each and every single day. You never know what's going to come of it at the end. There are moments of depressing times of doing this show, if we're being completely frank, this year, but we're at the mountaintop right now. Stacy Meyer says, thank you for this whole season. Let's go Marlins. Dyke Jones says, playoffs. Flat Rock 79 says, holy Toledo. I think this is about when we got that double play. Savo says, light up the cigar, Trace. We did do that. I'm going to try to get this thing really going here in a minute when I can get outside, and I hopefully can keep my wife, considering one more time, shout out to all of everybody that helps us out and does these shows, their families, our wives, Craig's wife, Nick's wife. She's obviously, they have a bunch of kids running around now at home. My wife got 3 kids. Doing this on every single night it's a lot, and I just want to say thank you to our families, to be completely honest. Ned Flanders said, never in doubt. Oh, no, here we go again. Said, I need to stay late at the game to get the Marlins to sign a ball to put in the Reds Hall of Fame. That's funny. Ned Flanders says, never in doubt. Well, except for the entire season until the last freaking out. Does Omaha Steaks also ship Xanax? Go Reds. I can't help you with that. Don't know, Ned. Lisa Reed with a $5 super chat just because. Shredda 2000 said, this is for the 1999 New York Mother you know what. This is a kid show, my friend Shredda. There is that. Crunky, your Cincinnati Reds are playoff bound. Michael Hart said, didn't have crying on an airplane on my bingo card. Go do something special. Shout out Trace and Nick for the whole stream. Shout out to you, Mike. You've been helpful very much all year long. Campbell Smith said, my grandpa passed away a month ago. We bonded over the Reds till the very end. This is for him. Shout out to you, Campbell. Shout out to your grandpa, and shout out to the Reds, man. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of meaningful things that the Cincinnati Reds are to a lot of people, and certainly having family connections to that is a big deal. And, you know, people wonder why we get emotional on this show, why we scream and yell, why we care so much, and I can't emphasize how much this show, and more or less being a fan of this team and trying to cover it the best you can, how much time, effort, and energy goes into that, and it's a lot. And then to be rewarded like this at the very end is very, very meaningful, and hopefully they get it done in L.A. But you're never going to forget the 2025 Reds if you watch them on a daily basis, just because of how ridiculously crazy it was. Anquila the Great. Terry did the forgettable. Luckily, the Mets didn't. They collapsed harder than Terry forgot it was game 162 and not game 16. But we are in. That we are. Anquila the Great. Victor Van Home with a $20 super chat. Congratulations, Reds fans. Thanks to Trace and Nick for your passion all season. Finally, Cincinnati has something to celebrate. Yes, they do. Putrid Talent says, ATOBTTR, hell yeah. We are in the... I'm trying to make sure we're doing a kid show here. We are in the mother-loving postseason, boys. Postseason, Sun C-Box content incoming. Time to ignite the season. Oh, man. We did it. I can't believe we're there. And Midwest says, thank you, Marlins and Chatterbox. Flat Rock 79 says, thank you, guys. All of you. Your friends who do the pre-games, the guys who do the weekend games. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Flat Rock. Noah Downing says, Trace, don't smoke it like weed. Puff it. I don't know. What do you want me to do, man? First of all, are you saying I smoke weed? Because I don't. Are you saying I smoked it like I smoke weed? I didn't smoke weed, so I don't know what you're talking about. Okay? Never did it. Never done it. Never have heard about it, actually. Alex Binyaz Harris says, Miami Nutcutters, I will be at game 1 in L.A., LFG. That's big time, Alex. That's big time. We are going to wrap these supers up here, and then we'll get to some more at the very end, because my brain is going to be absolutely mush if I go through any more of these right now. Here we go. Swaggy Plague says, here's some cheddar for Trace to head to Canada and pick up some Cuban cigars for the next celebration. Well, the good news is I got a whole box full, so we're covered for a while. Tim Barnes says, haven't been this pumped for the Reds in years. And DK used to be the big helmet or the big whatever it was, Viking helmet guy, Big C. Do you feel the rain on your skin? Trace and Kirby. Do you feel the rain on your skin? Do you, Nick? Because I feel it. It's been a long time coming. Back in 2023, we had a thing going there. Little betting field. Natasha betting field, I believe. Yeah. Am I going to sing it right now? No. But I'm thinking it. Stuck in a Bucket says, shame we didn't win today, but I'm thrilled to see that we made the playoffs. Went to the Germantown Pretzel Fest and saw so many people in Reds jerseys. That's going to be the best part, Nick, about all this, man, is that this town turns into it just turns into such a better town when the Reds are winning, and it's such a glorious thing. I'll say this, Nick. I went to the final home game of the regular season, obviously, on Thursday. And they're going to have to, if they find a way to win this series, Nick, they're going to have to do some ordering back there for Great American Ballpark. They were out of almost every single damn near concession food that you could possibly think of on the last day. I'm like, hey, guys, I mean, I know it's the fifth inning of the last game, but we're out of peanuts. We're out of popcorn. We don't have any, we don't have any snacks available. What are we doing? Somebody made a decision down there at Great American Ballpark that they were going to cut off the ordering for all of these things, and they were like, hey, we're not going to have that many people there here in a week, but here they come. Packed GABP, well, they ran right out of all the goods, so hopefully they get on it here soon. And we just got some super bombs coming from Mike Krause. I'll get to Mike Krause in a minute. Mike, thank you very much. I know you've been a supporter of the show from the very, very beginning. You guys are unbelievable. There's so many good super chats. I need a break, Nick. I don't know if you want to continue with the super chats or if you want to jump into some real content here, but
I can pick them up.
I gotta tell you, my brain's gone.
All right, sorry, I was trying to be a little bit informed, with the Dodgers and where they're at. So try to do a little bit of research. So we could have some topics here at the end. I saw you got Viking guy.
We're at Jack Sponseller says they did it, baby.
Okay, I got it from here. All right. They did it, baby. Thank you guys so much for doing the show every night, whether it was you guys or the other crew, even though it was through the worst games. They aren't done yet, baby, and this one belongs to the Reds. Samuel George, crying tears of happiness, had one armpit hair the last time we were in the real playoffs, and now I live in an apartment with the view of the stadium. Nobody kills the Cincinnati Reds. Noah Downing says, Matt out here acting wild, taking his shirt off and popping champagne like he accomplished something. Pretty sure he's the first player in the history to celebrate failing this hard. 1.3 wins above replacement says otherwise, Matt. Charlie White, 99 cents, just saying thank you. Appreciate you. Flat Rock, Reds, Bengals, FC Cincinnati, the Ohio State Bearcats, and Kentucky. I think that's the Rally House jingle, right? Yes. Charlie White, 199, just appreciating. And then we got a $100 bomb from Mike Krause. God bless the Miami Marlins and God bless Nick and Trace. Hashtag house money. Yeah, that's the mindset. The house money. The Dragon's Beard couldn't have done it without Candy and Buddy LaRosa. Shout out to you guys.
I forgot. Buddy LaRosa, baby. Get him a ring.
Can't believe we didn't have him on the graphic. Mike Dean, Tito has his shirt off. Wait, no, that's Big Sugar. All right. It's crazy things going on the Red stream, apparently. Adam Eaton, $10 super chat. Been fun watching this bizarre season with you guys. Excited to hear Kirby talk about Blake Dunn and Reese Hines in a bit. And this one belongs to the Reds. Kind of. All right, we're caught up. We'll maybe do some more at the end if anyone more pops through.
Yeah. Hey, listen, my favorite thing now is going to be my favorite thing about the whole situation at hand. There's going to be so many people that think they got me. Like, oh my gosh, we got him. Do you remember he was telling us that the season was dead? Yeah, you didn't watch. You haven't watched this team play in 3 weeks. You turned the TV on this week. You watched the last 6 games, and now you're going to tell me, oh my God, I believed all along, baby. I'm here. I was him. I was the guy that believed all along. Did you? Did you really? Because if you did, I got news for you. I don't believe you. I think you're full of it. Because if you have half a brain, there's no chance in the world you thought this was going to happen. 83 wins. 83 wins. Got us into the postseason. The Mets at the All-Star break had 55 wins, Nick. 55. It doesn't matter, though. I'm going to have to do a very, 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 very hard look in the mirror and understand there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be very, very resentful. They're going to hate the idea that somehow, some way, so many of us called the season dead and we were wrong and we get to watch the postseason. I'm not going to feel bad about it. Not even a single second. Not even a single second. I'm going to eat it up. I'm going to watch every damn pitch like I believed in all of these guys all along. Because you know what? I bet you were buying your postseason NLDS tickets when they were sending those emails out 3 weeks ago. Show me the ticket stubs when Garrett Hampson and Connor Joe were playing the corner outfield spots. Show me when we had Brent Suter and Buddy LaRosa coming in trying to get big left-handed bats out. Show me when you thought Taylor Rogers was a guy that you believed in. And if his name's Taylor, it's Trevor, because I don't remember what his name is because he was a bum. And the reality is you know what? We are here, and I'm not going to complain about it. But if you think for a single second that I trust anybody telling me that they believed in this thing all along, give me a break. Give me a break. All right, there's your rant of the day. Wild card rotation, here we go. At this point, I don't totally know what game 2 and 3 is going to totally look like, Nick, because of, I don't know whether, I guess it's Andrew Abbott, but you tell me what you think is going to ultimately happen for your Red Legs here in the wild card round.
Well, apparently they said on the broadcast that this would not impact Lodolo, that he would be ready for game 2. I guess this was a throw day type situation where they feel like he's still capable. I think he was only at 81 or 82 pitches in his last start, so he wasn't necessarily pushed. It's obviously Hunter Green in game 1. I would assume, if I'm doing the math right, Abbott pitched yesterday. What is that? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He still wouldn't be on normal rest till Thursday. So I'm assuming it is Green, Lodolo, Abbott. If it's not, it's a bullpen game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I hope he's available. But, bullpen games aren't going to be as difficult to swallow, if you want to call it that, if you believe in Nick Martinez's of the world and you believe in the Chase Burns of the world, right? I mean, those are two quality arms that you can trust and rely on, and then ultimately from there you're going to have some guys that you've put a lot of faith in all year long in Santillan and Pagan. So I don't know what ultimately it's going to wind up being, but the biggest one's winning game 1. I would like to put the pressure on the Dodgers, because if you can find a way to win game 1, it just feels like, the town, the media, the narrative, all of these things they're going to quickly shift, and there's going to be immense amount of pressure on them. If you find a way to not be able to win game 1, then I think that kind of just, that all goes away. And in order to beat the Dodgers, in my humble opinion here, I think that you're going to have to get in the minds and the heads of those guys. Like, they're going to have to probably try to press a little bit. They're going to have to try to probably play outside of what they're capable of doing. And you hope to find a way to just, I'll say it, I mean, get a little bit lucky. But we'll see ultimately what ends up happening.
This team's has won some series against some really good teams. I know they didn't play well against the Dodgers. I'm aware of that. Although they actually had a couple games won and gave them away against the Dodgers. But they've won some big series. So, yes. Are the Reds heavy underdogs? Yes. Should they be heavy underdogs? Yes. But it's baseball and anything can happen. And you have an incredible ace to go in game 1 that can completely flip a series on its head. For the Dodgers, they haven't set their rotation, but it sounds like they'll be going with 3 out of the 4 out of Tyler Glasnow, Shohei Ohtani, Blake Snell, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. It sounds like Clayton Kershaw will not even be on the roster. They would keep him back for the NLDS if they are fortunate to get past the Cincinnati Reds. Which, honestly, I'm kind of like, I know like Kershaw's not been one of their best, but he has dominated the Reds throughout his entire career. The Reds don't hit lefties. So I kind of think that might be a mistake, but maybe they line this up thinking they were just going to be playing the Mets. Like that's probably was part of the calculus to this. So, yeah, I mean, those are all really, really good pitchers, but I don't think any of those pitchers are. I don't think any of those pitchers are better than Hunter Green on Hunter Green's best day.
No, we got a huge advantage game one with Hunter Green in the sense that I think that he's one of the best pitchers, if not the, I don't want to say the best pitcher because we watched what Paul Skeens is capable of doing, but he's up there, and he has the ability to give you a chance to go out there and win 1-0, and we'll see if we're capable of doing that. I know we're putting a lot of pressure on the starters. I know that we're putting a lot of pressure on the bullpen, but that's really what's gotten us to this point that even gave us a chance to win 83 games this year. We have quite literally, you could make a pretty solid case that they have the best pitching staff in all of Major League Baseball from an output perspective. So here we are, unbelievable. And I guess from here moving forward, ultimately we'll find out what the Reds decide to do. And we'll probably get a little more intel, I would hope, tomorrow in the off day on maybe what they decide to do. I don't think that they'll probably be able to keep it too hush-hush. If I had to guess, somehow there'll be a little bit of a rumor from somewhere that will come. But maybe not. Maybe they'll keep it completely on the DL, down low, and we'll see what comes of it. But wild card roster, you've been mentioning this for quite some time, Nick. What they decide to do with some guys, who comes up? Does Blake Dunn get a chance to maybe make the postseason roster just because he can steal a bag when you might need it the most? Does he come in as a defensive replacement? Do you see guys like Rhys Hines make an appearance where you think that, hey, we just need a guy that comes off the bench that might accidentally run into a baseball and give you a chance? It's going to also be interesting to see what they do from the roster standpoint.
Yeah, I think basically you will have 2 additional position players than you would because you have an extra one right now because of September rosters. But the Reds will gain 2 more position players because they'll probably go down to 11 pitchers. Some teams do 10. I would imagine the Reds do 11. They go a little bit more on the conservative side with pitchers, just because I don't think the Reds have a whole lot of players that they're desperate to get on the offensive on the roster from a position player standpoint. So yeah, I think that the Blake Dunn, Rhys Hines, maybe they could also, a guy like Will Banfield could also get put on the roster to have a third catcher. So he might be a sneaky guy that get on there. If I was betting, I would say Dunn and Banfield are the 2 guys that sneak on the roster. Just it doesn't really seem like Tito's all that interested in what Rhys Hines has to offer.
Is it insane to think that Will Banfield has a chance to make the roster as a third catcher, and we didn't trust him to catch 3 outs in a baseball game?
Yeah.
Just a couple weeks ago, we didn't trust him to catch 3 outs in a baseball game. We didn't want to pinch run for Trevino, and it wound up biting us right in the tail, but that's here nor there. All right, it'll be interesting to see what happens. As far as moving forward, we do have the Dodgers next. Let's do a little quick who, what, when, where, and why. I just want to encourage everybody, please go listen to the podcast tomorrow. It's probably going to be something that's going to have maybe a little more fine-tuned information in it, but nonetheless, Nick, off the top of your head here, best that you can do with the who, what, when, where, and why.
Well, yeah, a little TBD versus TBD. We do know that both games on Tuesday and Wednesday will be at 9:08. I believe that they said they're going to announce, I think, the time on Thursday later tonight. I'm assuming that is going to be a contingency one. The Reds probably will be 9:08 if there's 4 games still on Thursday, but they'll probably move it up to 8. That would be my guess. Unless there's some other contingency. But if they're putting them on 9:08 on Tuesday and Wednesday, they'll probably be then, which is great times for me and Trace for sure, 9:08. So that's very generous of that. The only other roster note, assuming Singer is not on the roster, which it would make no sense to put him on the roster because he would have to pitch on short rest on a game 3 situation. So I would just think they'll leave him off the roster. They would have him penciled in to start on Saturday if the Reds are able to move on to face the Philadelphia Phillies. So really, in my opinion, it probably comes down to the two remaining spots in the bullpen. I'm assuming, obviously, guys like Padon, Santillan, Ashcraft, Phillips, Burns, Martinez are on the roster. Probably comes down to 2 spots in the bullpen for Littell, Barlow, Maxwell, and Suter. 2 of those 4 guys are on. The fact that Scott Barlow pitched today makes me think he probably has a pretty good chance. My guess would be Barlow and Littell are the two guys. The Reds haven't used Zach Maxwell in a long time. I just have a hard time believing he's going to get on the roster, and Brent Suter is just, quite honestly, just not one of their best pitchers. That would be my guess. Would you have any qualms with that, Trace?
No. At this point, Nick, I just want to say that the playoff percentage chance to make the playoffs is 100%. I just looked it up, and I wanted everybody to know that that's the official line. And to win the World Series, I know that has been discussed before. It is almost the identical percentage that the chances of the Reds that they had to make the postseason just a few weeks ago. 1.8%. So some of you might think that that's little to no chance.
That's higher. That's a whole 0.5% higher than it was on September 5th.
Some are saying there's little to no chance of that, but I just want to remind everybody and tell everybody that let's just do a quick date. You want to pick a random date for me, Nick? Let's just go. Why not? Let's just go August 20. Let's go. Let's just do September 1st. Why not? September 1st. For those that are wondering, your Cincinnati Reds. Where are we at here? There we go. Your Cincinnati Reds chance to make the postseason? 4%. 4%. And now we got a 2% chance. Yes, I'm rounding up. 2% chance to win the World Series. So never say never. Anything is possible.
Yeah, the Reds are plus 205 to win the series against the Dodgers. I mean, that's not crazy.
Bad. That's not bad.
I mean, that's lower than the parlay today that would have got them out of the playoffs, right?
Correct. There's a better chance that the Dodgers, based off the sports books, there's a better chance that the Reds will beat the Dodgers in the postseason round than the Reds not making the playoffs today. Now, to be fair, the Reds didn't make the playoffs.
Plus 205 is
Reds
not
did make
that
the playoffs,
crazy.
obviously.
I think the Reds are by far the biggest underdogs in any of the series, but plus 205 is plus 205. Game one is Reds are plus 143, Dodgers minus 176 is what we're seeing right now. We have a World Series. The Reds have the worst odds to win the World Series at plus 3,500, Guardians at plus 3,000. But hey, you're in the dance. You beat the Dodgers, I bet those odds shoot up quite a bit.
I would say so. And you know what? We get the chance to have a memorable end of this season, right? It could have ended today, and it would have been just disgusting, and we would have thought about all the different opportunities that this team had to get to the postseason. And the reality is we don't have to worry about that anymore. And it's nice to know that we get to watch more baseball coming, what will be on Tuesday. Tuesday night, we will be here. I think, Nick, we've already made the decision here to do basically watch these games live with everybody like we did today. So come along, enjoy the ride. We'll get synced up and make sure that there's no surprises on either of our ends, and then you can sync it up as well. Why not? And just enjoy the game with us, and hopefully we can find a way to do the unthinkable of a national perspective, of course. I think that the Reds clubhouse thinks that they're playing with house money right now, and so are we. Speaking of house money, I want to let everybody know, please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That would mean a lot to us. I want to run through these last supers. Nick, do you have anything to add before we kind of fade off into the sunset? Please go download the podcast tomorrow. But give us a review if you haven't. That would mean a lot to us. If you could give us a 5-star review, that would also help us significantly in the algorithms and all the 9 yards that the computers like. So we appreciate your support very, very much, and we really want to reemphasize that, again, at least I do. Nick puts a lot of time, effort, and energy in these podcasts, and I know people may not know that exists, so please, on the other side of the aisle, go and find Chatterbox Reds in podcast form and check that out. Nick, anything to add? I'm gonna run through these supers here real quick.
Yeah, just the games are on ESPN Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm assuming Thursday hasn't been announced, but it would be on ESPN as well. So Reds first time they'll be on ESPN all year. So that's kind of cool, I guess. ESPN's last year covering Major League Baseball.
There you go.
So the Reds will be and the ESPN only does the wild card series, so that the Reds could potentially, if they're alive, it could be the last ESPN Major League Baseball game. We'll have something podcast video wise probably up Tuesday morning, maybe scheduled like 7 a.m. Obviously not going to go do any sort of live show talking about the preview in the series tomorrow because the other team in town plays, and there'll be all kinds of great coverage on Chatterbox Bengals. So the goal, if everything aligns after I go upstairs and make sure no one killed each other, will be to have something on Tuesday morning for you guys bright and early to preview that. And then we'll see you about 9:00 on Tuesday night.
That's right. All right, let's run through them. I don't know. I know you did Flat Rock there. Charlie White, thank you for the super. Mike Krause said, God bless the Miami Marlins and God bless Nick and Trace. # house money. Thank you, Mike. The Dragon Beard said, couldn't have done it without Candy and Buddy LaRosa. You already said these. Where did we get any new ones? Did I miss anything?
Yeah, there's definitely some new ones.
All right.
Let me see if I can find it.
Adam Eaton said, been fun watching the bizarre season with you guys. Excited to hear Kirby talk about Blake
I got
Dunn.
that one.
All right.
Sean Krupka is the first one that I did not do.
All right. Sean Krupka says, what a day for Cincinnati. Sure beats last night when Trace's dogs ruined my parlay. I apologize for that. And I also will tell you that was tough to do when I was over there trying to watch both. But you know what? The Reds, they made up for it today, and we found ourselves in the postseason. So shout out to the Miami Marlins yet again. Noah Hamilton. I like our chances going to L.A. after already being on the road as opposed to getaway day after a long homestand. Mott Fishflake says, thank you for reading my super chat twice. Here's a little extra. If Al Leiter's watching, I forgive you and your cut fastball. Yeah, Al Leiter broke some hearts. And you know what? I'm hopeful that we finally can get it done in L.A. That would be unbelievable. Unbelievable. But for us, we have been on air, Nick, for almost 4 hours. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done for us and everything that we will continue to try to do. Thank you to Craig for being behind the scenes for hours where nobody even knows he's there. Thank you to Mike and Corey and Eric and Andrew, and I'm going to miss people, but every single person that did the pregame shows all year long. I don't know how many hours of Reds content we did this year, but I can tell you right now that it was an insane amount, and I'm not going to feel sorry about anything I said because everything I have said, I meant it from the bottom of my heart. I've never tried to, one time on this show, be disingenuous, and maybe that's why people like it. And if that's the case, I'll continue to happily be wrong if I call a season dead when they have a 4% chance to make the postseason. And maybe next year we don't ever wind up with a 4% chance. But I'll tell you this, if we ever wind up with another chance that says 4%, you know what I'm going to do, Nick? I'm going to look everybody in the face, and I'm going to say, season's dead. The season's dead. And I hope it works again. It wasn't my plan, but I'm happy to be wrong. Take care, everybody. We love you. We appreciate you. Go Reds. And we'll see you, what will be, on a glorious, glorious Tuesday night in Los Angeles. Take care, everybody. We love you. We appreciate you. Go Reds.